Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Uncensored. Yes, it has been a very long time since we've done one. But yeah, so obviously today I've got no topics to do. Kieran's got.
I'll see you around.
But Kieran said he's got some topics, so go on then, Kieran. Start us off with your first one.
I'll start
right now. Start us off.
Well, I'll start off with the short topics.
Oh, hang on, what's going on with it? I'm in a weird mood today. Just ignore me. Go on. I'm in a weird mood. Go on.
Right. So one of the short topics is: have you heard that a lot of people are trying to get AI clever enough so it can make video games and films?
Okay, no, I haven't heard of it, but I have heard of it. If that makes sense.
I was watching a video on Facebook, and I don't know what software they use because I can't remember what it was called. Only thing I know was called like Dream Summer, and it's like some kind of engine that can build it. And supposedly, obviously, you know the actor Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Not Tom Hanks. Tom Cruise. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise.
Obviously.
Well, he does a lot of the Mission Impossible films. Well, someone made another Mission Impossible with him. His voice is obviously his voice, and everything about him looks just like the film. It looked like a proper Hollywood film. This person made it in his basement using AI, and he made just short of £8,000 from it.
Wow.
He uploaded it onto YouTube, and everyone thinks it's a real Tom Cruise film, even though it's not.
Oh wow.
A lot of people comment like, "Oh, it's AI." Obviously, you know it's AI because he's driving and his face like morphs a bit. Like his face does all this lot when he's like driving, and he can't keep up with the real footage of a real person.
Obviously.
But everyone thinks it's proper film. Like, oh my god, Tom Cruise was retiring after this film. He wasn't doing any more Mission Impossibles. Even I watched it. I'm like, that's AI because that car looks fake as fuck.
I mean, obviously, my opinion is that I do think AI is going to take over a lot of stuff. I really do. I mean, I do think a lot of game developers are going to use AI because it's just a lot easier. Oh, yeah. But I do think they need to sort it out. I mean, obviously, people use AI in like making like content, you know. I mean, we you know, I'm not going to deny it. We have, you know, for like, you know, for the movies we've done on the other YouTube channel, we've used AI, but it's not always. It don't always work the way you want it to. So you're there like, oh, sure, like I don't know, for instance, a zombie running, and you get a unicorn charging at you, like what?
Well, when I did the thing to promote Zombie Outbreak that we did,
yeah.
I typed in on it like I thought, oh, I'll do a quick AI video to see how good it is, you know, to promote the video. So I typed in zombies walking towards the camera.
Yeah.
And without being racist, it's like I've got people from a different country just to start in one little video.
Is that the short you upload? Yeah. They don't. Don't look
like. When have zombies been the same color?
They don't even look like zombies. They just look like, I don't know. They've just come from a night out, you know, and it got a bit rough and had a couple of fights. That's what it is, you know. You know the what?
And one person actually did comment on that video, and I don't know why, but they posted it on I think on the TikTok channel. Someone put, Kieran, did you get? I'm not going to say the word, but did you get the illegal to help you with this video? And I looked it back. I'm like, I can see why you've put that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I was like, I can understand why you've put. Did you get the illegal to help you with that? Because yeah, I can see why you put that. But I didn't respond to it. I just thought, I'm not going to say yes or no because it's just going to incriminate me even more if I say yes.
Yeah,
you know, and if I say no, then they're just going to be, you know, it's just no matter what you say.
There's some comments that you just have to leave because whatever you do, it's going to incriminate you. Say, yeah, you say no, you remove it. It just incriminates you no matter whatever you say. It just does.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
look at General Ortega. She got accused with dating Johnny Depp,
mm,
and even though Johnny Depp's old enough to be a dad probably,
yeah,
and he's going out with some model, I think. And I don't know if she's got like a partner or anything.
no
But
idea.
when they had that court case, she was on his side when Johnny Depp had that court case.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of people actually stood by him. And I actually watched it. It was actually really good. I actually really, really enjoyed it. It was quite funny at some places, but
I've only
yeah.
seen clips, and
She
from
got
what,
she got accused of dating him, and she ignored it for ages, and she deleting comments that she got, and then she had to come out public and say, "Me and Johnny Depp are not dating. We are just friends. We've worked, we've got that relationship where even if I was attracted to him, he's got a partner, but I'm not attracted to him." I'm like, yeah, simple. A man and a woman can be all right with each other. It's not intention to get in bed with them.
thing is though, that's the whole thing nowadays. It really is. You see like an actor, an actress. Apparently, you can't say actress anymore because it's sexist, but whatever.
No, we
But
don't care.
yeah, I don't. But yeah, you see an actor and an actress acting together, good chemistry. They're banging. It's like no, they're not. They could just be. I mean, and if they are, does it matter? So what?
No,
Yeah. So what? They've got a good chemistry on
I
on
mean,
on
you know
screen.
that film. The Grimsby Brothers.
No, I don't know it.
Well, you know him who makes Borat, who does
Yeah, I
Borat,
know. Yeah, I know him.
and him who does that, and it's the same guy who does Ali G.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the film, him and this other actor have done like a comedy film where they're called the Grimsby Brothers,
Right.
and one's an agent, like hitman type guy,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one's a football hooligan. And obviously, you can guarantee who the football hooligan is.
Mm.
Right? And there's a few things which I'm not going to say because if you haven't seen it, then I won't spoil it for anyone. But him and his wife, the guy who plays Borat, which is I think his name's Sasha Baron Cohen, I think it is. Yeah, his name is him and his wife did that film together. It's the ginger. There's a woman in it, and she's ginger.
Okay.
And I looked at her and I thought, wow, a guy like you with the type of guy you are, acting
Attitude.
crazy and
Yeah.
childish, pulls a thing like her. I was like, wow. They broke up and they got divorced. Like literally, if it was like a couple of years ago.
Mm.
I was like, and you're not gonna fight for that. The thing is, men and women, if you're working together, I've heard news articles about Will Smith and his son. They now what about it, they're saying if your partner is in the same industry, you're not allowed to work together because if you have problems at work, you're bringing it home with you.
Ah, right. I see. Yeah.
The thing is, what happens though if your character, like an actor, they have to audition for roles. They can't just look at a role and go, "Oh, players in," because people know who I am. They've got
Yeah.
to audition for it
Exactly.
just like every other person would. So they audition for the role, and if they get the role, and then your partner, husband, wife, girlfriend, whatever, gets the role, and you two have to work together in that film, just because she might not work with her because you never had to do anything like that with her before,
Mm.
you're going to bring that trouble home with you, and then it's ruining if you've got a family or if you're just together, it's going to ruin you. It's going to ruin your night and ruin you and ruin. It's just going to be an argument that don't need to happen.
Yeah. Exactly. Suppose spending like 24/7. It puts a strain on any relationship.
Yeah.
You work together, you go home together. You live together. You just think, hang on a minute, when am I going to get some time to myself? I'm just going to go for a walk. I'll come with you. It's like, just leave me alone. Then obviously, arguments happen because you're just on top of each other and not in the good
You feel
way.
like I bet this. A lot of people say, "Oh, I feel like I'm locked up, but I'm locked up with my partner." It's like, well, yeah, I understand that because you're around each other 24/7, which I don't mind that. If you know, if girls are like, "Oh, I want to be with you all the time," it's like, "Oh, fair enough. I know life's short. You know, life could disappear just like that. And you know, I could go outside and get hit by a bus. You know, I spend as much time with me as possible. So I get that.
I'll be the one
But
driving the bus.
right back at you, brother. But oh yeah, but then there's people. But then it's like, let me have a bit of breathing space. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I mean, I've had clingy girlfriends in the past, but then I've had two clingy, like too much clingy in the past. And I'm just like, listen, I'm going to the toilet. Do you want to come wipe my arse for me? Do you want to shake it when I finish with it or something? Because you want to be that close to me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the only thing you're not doing is wiping my arse.
And then
If you want, I mean, if you want to collect, if you want to help me with that, climb. You're that close to me. Why don't you just climb up my arse and collect all the shit, so I don't have to go to the toilet? So I'm spending more time with you.
Oh man, I know. It's
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind girls that are a little bit clingy because it's like,
yeah.
you know, if it's the point where it's like where you go in toilet, can I come with you? Well, you can sit there, not toilet paper, then while I stick this bathroom. Like, okay, very nice.
Yeah, I got yeah. I mean, there's clingy and there's just way too clingy. You know, you take
Yeah.
like a step away. Where you going? It's like, fuck me. I'm just gonna get a drink. Can I come with you? The drink's just there. You
You know, you move a
know.
little, you move your hand to go and get a drink. What you doing? What's it look like I'm doing? You know what you're doing? Go just get a drink. What you doing? I'm shooting lasers from the satellite to nuke a country. What do you think I'm doing? I'm getting a fucking drink.
Oh man, silly man, silly.
But yeah. So next topic, which I said about the gaming one.
Yeah.
One person has made a game, and this is why they're a bit skeptical. They're about 50-50 about it. Someone in Africa has made a GTA version, GTA 5 version. Well, let's say GTA, so just call it GTA because
Yeah.
it's GTA. Yeah. But they've called it GTA South Africa. And the models are exactly the same movement. They walk like Michael does. The cars sound the exact same as they would do in GTA. The guns sound the same. The stores are a little bit similar to the ones, them one that you can actually rob on the shop. Then the I forgot what called those.
Clothing
Is it
shops.
24/7 shops or
Oh
something?
like petrol stores. Like
Yeah, but you can rob them in that. The
yeah.
ones you're allowed to rob. So
Like I
they've got
said,
them. Only thing that's different is the voice actors, because obviously it's different
obviously.
people, and the missions, and obviously the setup. You're driving along like sandy shores, but you're driving in orange, like orange sand, and it's all based in Africa. And there's a mission where you have to go and destroy some of the slums houses. And I watched it on pardon me, on YouTube, and I was like, how have you not got sued yet? And that's made by, and the only reason I can tell it was made by AI is because when it was generate as the game, when it generates the road and you're going down the road and it's generating everything in front of you, that was, you could see it actually generating it.
Ah, right. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So the road's already generated for you when you're playing GTA. You know which way to go. You can
Yeah.
see all the turns and the roads. That was, the car was there and the road was going.
Ah, yeah. I see what you mean. So
You
we're
could tell it was
loading in
made by
as you
AI.
were
I'm
getting
thinking
there.
that would never, if that was Rockstar standards, that would never sell.
I mean,
If they upload a GTA 6 like that, that would never sell.
oh man, it wouldn't surprise me. Everyone that is a big GTA fan is waiting for GTA 6.
Oh yeah.
Everyone. It's a
Oh yeah.
well-known fact, but I can guarantee it's good. I don't want to say this. I know a lot of people are going to hate this. I don't think GTA 6 is good. I think it's being bigged up more than it's actually going to be that good. I
Well,
don't think it's going to be that good.
I saw the trailer for the trailer 3 yesterday.
I didn't know trailer 3 right?
Well, neither did I. But there actually is a trailer 3, and it's not. And I watched it, and I instantly didn't like it because it was someone else. I mean, the guy who plays it, well, plays as, is it Jason?
Yeah,
His name's Jason, isn't it?
yeah.
Well, basically, the when the trailer 3 come out, it's like they dubbed over the guy's voice with a guy who can't speak much English.
Uh,
So like the woman was saying, like, get your hands on the floor. And he's like, yes, get on the floor. It's like, when did you turn Russian or Polish? Maybe even a bit of whatever language that is. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if it was but it looked legit. So I don't know if it was. It was on PlayStation. It had PlayStation next to it.
Mm.
So I was like, I don't know if you've changed the voice actor or if you've just, or if that's just something that you've had to change due to copyright law. But then again, if you've got the rights to post that, you won't get copyrighted for it.
Oh man, trust me, the amount of lawyers and solicitors Rockstar has, mate. You know, it's one of the powerfulest game companies out there. You know,
All I'm
you,
going to say, Rockstar have confirmed GTA 6 Online will be released in December.
so if GTA 6 campaign comes out in November, we've got a full month to get it to do the campaign, and then we're going to get online. I
Yeah.
mean, fair enough. I mean, obviously, online's more stuff, more bugging. You know, a lot more hacks can happen, but I don't know.
You know, I was playing GTA 5 last night just because I wanted to, just buy all the businesses on it. So then I
Mm,
couldn't. So then I've got everything on GTA then, and I was playing on mission, and the guy was hacking. He literally went. I was driving my fast car that I've got, my electric car.
yeah,
I would drive it to a mission. A guy ran straight past me. I'm like, the guy just passed me on foot. And he literally ran straight past me on foot. I was like, as he was running, I'm thinking,
fuck,
my
it's the
fast
Flash.
car would have passed you by now. I'm like, fucking, when did the Flash get put into this game? And I
uh,
actually found out the hacker, he was getting shot, nothing happening. He was taking all the risks while me and other people were getting the stuff and stealing it. He just stood there taking all the shots. And I'm like, why would you hack? I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been in a hack lobby before and I used to play Call of Duty, the
uh,
old ones.
they are
I
mad,
will
mate.
admit they are quite fun because you fly around and you jump high and you're getting like prestige every time you get a kill. So that was a good time. But I wouldn't want to risk getting my account banned or even suspended or anything like that
Yeah,
for bigging up a hacker. I mean, as soon as I played the game, luckily it kicks you out the server, so it kicked you out of his game, and
yeah,
I didn't join back with him after that. But you know, I don't know. They'll hack. Rockstar needs to stop hackers on the games, and even though there's always a way. You know, hackers
yeah,
will find a way, but they need to stop hacks from coming into the games because some people hack and go, like COD, for instance. Oh, we're going to hack this game, so they can't move. Literally, me and you've been in a few hack games before where the enemy teams just totally annihilated you. It's like
yeah,
you're hacking because the way you've just dominated us quickly as that, it don't happen if a normal player was to do it.
yeah, exactly.
You're sat there with aimbot, fucking auto fire and the lot. Because I actually watched a streamer and it was a video. It said 10 streamers got banned on Twitch, and he actually pretended to play the game, but he forgot to end his live stream. So he went to go and get a drink. And he thought he'd end his live stream. The game already started, and the character is just still stood there, not moving. And then when an enemy walked past it just locked on and shot him straight away like that. And everyone
Uh,
was thinking, well, you've what? His face cam was empty. His face cam was empty. He'd gone, and he'd come back. He'd been, oh shit, logged off straight away. I was like, you've already just fucked your career up. If you want to make that a career, you've already fucked it up, man.
yeah,
You know what are you gonna do to get invited to these gaming champion things when you have to play games with other rival clans
yeah.
and that? Like, you just there. Can I plug this in? Why? I just feel comfortable having it plugged in. You know, if you were cheated in a big stage like on
Oh,
an event like that,
you'd be
you'd be
kicked
gone.
out.
There'd be no way of getting rid of it. There'd be no way of cheating on
No,
them events.
they would share that all over, and that'd be it. You'd be ended. I mean,
Yeah, you know,
don't get me wrong. I do think some kind of hacks on games are fun. You know what? It's not destroying the game, making it more fun. Like, I don't know, but just something more funny. Like every time you take 2 steps, you fall over. Something like that, or you jump like to the top of buildings. Stuff like that. You know that makes games more fun. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
okay, but then there's like ones where they go, you know, like someone joins it, the hack, they've got unlimited health and they just go around killing people just for sake. It's like, well, you just literally not, you know, everyone there like shooting you like they're going unlimited health, you know, and then obviously you log off thinking, oh, fuck off. Then you come back. What do you mean? What do you mean I've got minus 100 in my fucking bank? And every time you
Yeah,
shot him, he was getting your details. Like, what?
exactly,
I mean, I
exactly.
don't know if that works like that, but just like using it as an example, it just ruins games.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. Well, technology is that advanced now. It wouldn't surprise me if you shot someone, it's like that's your email gone.
Yeah, that's it. It,
You
it
know, it
really
wouldn't
wouldn't.
surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. But no, so going back to what I was saying, do you think AI would be that good to make a game as decent as like Rockstar could make GTA? Do you think in a few years' time AI will take over the game industry and all those people that make games? I mean, don't get me wrong, I've made a game. I've made a little game, a team deathmatch game. Even you've even seen that.
Yes, you have.
And I'm going to make a bigger one with more, obviously more like a bigger map,
Yeah.
and obviously release that on there. But the thing is, it's like it's going to just AI can just go. I mean, I've used AI to try and see what it was like to make a game, and I typed in "make a zombie 3D survival game." It gave me a square with a little black thing coming out of the square like that, and there was red dots coming towards me, and there were the zombies I had to shoot.
Uh,
I went, okay, make the survivor have a head. Square, circle. I was like, okay then. Make the zombies square with circle heads. That did it perfectly. Square, circle head. I went, right, let them have red eyes. So give them red eyes. I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. As soon as I don't know. I mean, as soon as obviously I only had so many credits to use, so it took me a couple of days to wait for the credits to be auto renewed.
yeah.
So each day I was adding bits to it until the credits had run out, and then I got them renewed and then added some more. And I'm thinking this is going to be a good little survival indie game. This I can make a little indie game and it'll be good, and obviously try and sell it and everything. I'm glad I didn't because it looked like. I mean, obviously, imagine this, but with low poly graphics, right? Imagine Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me. Imagine Steve, the character, having no arms, no legs, just a block, just his figure. But instead of him walking and his legs going like that, it was just like that. So he was moving around without moving his legs.
Mm-hmm.
And when you were shooting him, it was coming out of his chest. Instead of holding a gun, it was coming out of his chest. His hands were down his side, and the bullet was just going every time you shot him. And the red and the zombies that I did change turned to squares, red squares. And all that effort I put into it just went down the toilet. But you know what?
Yeah.
If you are going to take, I looked at the phone and said, if you're going to take, if AI is going to take over the world, and we're going to have some kind of iRobot civilization in a few years' time, you're not posing a threat to me right at this minute. Deleted the app, uninstalled it, left a bad review saying that the review's crap. The app's crap.
Yeah.
The advertisement said it could make games. I wanted to see how good it were. Obviously, it didn't do a good job. I'm not going to be the next Rockstar or the next fucking COD developer in anytime soon.
Mm.
So, so the app's bad. They actually got in contact with me. Sorry, you didn't like the app. We are updating this feature. What? So I have to pay for it next time? I don't think so.
Hmm. But yeah, going back to what you asked, I don't think AI will take over anytime soon. I
Yeah,
literally think yeah, I do believe in a couple of years that yeah, a lot will be AI, self-driving taxis, stuff like that.
they've already
And
got that, haven't they? They've already
well,
got that
yeah,
in
they've got
London.
it
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
in America.
in London as well.
I don't know about London. I know it was
Yeah.
coming to London, but I don't know if they're there. But that's what I'm saying. So stuff like this, I do believe in the future that a lot more stuff will be AI, but it'd be probably long time after we've gone. We'll be
Well,
dead, buried, forgot about it. People are throwing parties and shit like that. Well, after everything is over, you know, and we've been forgotten about, and probably the people who throw the parties are being forgotten. You know, I'd say like probably like 100 years in the future, something like that. You know, everything will be.
If the world doesn't end, but you know,
Yeah,
the world can end in a minute, but you know.
yeah. The way friggin' America's going off. Yeah, it could be any time soon. It's like we're just about to end. Oh shit, Kieran, look outside. There's fucking big nuke cloud there
Ah,
again.
fucking sun's bright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come back here, you got something on you. Oh, it's all right. It's just a bit of blood.
Mm.
But yeah, so going on to the next topic, which you said, you just said,
Yeah,
obviously
just
not
gonna.
get to any time soon. I watched a video the other day, and
Oh
this will
god.
probably it won't piss a lot of people off, but a lot of people will agree with me. I watched a video on TikTok the other day of this man saying that he's sick to death of the job centre pulling him down.
Right.
So I was like watching it, and I'm thinking, right. And he's like, I don't know which job centre he's at, because obviously you can't film outside their premises. I've been told. I don't know if you can or not,
Don't know.
but supposedly he's somewhere outside on the street. He's going, right. I've been to a job centre, and the job centre want me to get a job and all this lot. So I'm watching video, going, all right, well, yeah, obviously. I mean, I work part time in the morning, so
Yeah,
you
so.
know, part time or full time, it doesn't matter. As long as you're earning money, it's better than being sat on your arse all day.
Exactly.
So I thought, all right then, mate. I'll watch him. So I'm watching his video, and he's going, the job centre have said this and that to me. The job centre want me to work in retail and or go for a couple of cleaning jobs. But the thing is, AI's taking the work. I'm like, are they? So I'm thinking, what do you mean? I'm looking, thinking, what do you mean AI's taking all the work? I know AI's taking, well, claims it can build websites for you, and it's taking, it can do trading and everything, like on the stock markets and that. But I'm thinking, well, how can AI be taking your jobs in a supermarket?
Yeah, I mean,
The
they've got
robot
them
gonna sit there
self
going,
cleaning.
you know,
That they've got the things that clean the aisle. They do like dry
yeah.
themselves.
I'm saying
But apart from that, I
they've
can't
got
think of it.
automated tills,
True.
which you know in Asda they've got them self checkouts, and
Yeah.
Tesco's and Sainsbury's.
Morrison's. Just
Near enough
say
every
every
shop.
supermarket.
Yeah,
We're not gonna go through
everyone's
every
got them.
fucking name. Fuck's sakes.
Everyone's got them. And then in Morrison's, I think it was Morrison's in Ecclesfield, I think it were. They actually had their self-driving floor buff machine,
Yeah, true.
and I was thinking, well, I was like, well, how does that work? And someone actually did a video of it
Let me guess,
in
it's fucking AI again, innit?
well, it's self-drive. I said, no, someone actually did a video about it. They went, what do you do? They went, we program it. It'll go around the shop all day. When it's run out of water or run out of battery, it'll go back to its charging station, fill up, and back out again. And I'm thinking, what happens if someone's sick? Because when I worked at Asda, you couldn't mop. And obviously on the floor buff machines, when I used to do that, you couldn't even if someone was sick, you couldn't go over with that.
No, you can't.
Because it'd suck it back, it'd suck it up, and then
And
it'd
you
just
just,
splash it back out again.
yeah, exactly.
It just use. So I'm thinking, well, what happens if someone's sick? But the thing that it is, it's good because the video of someone actually recording this video of this self-driving thing in Morrison's, if that's going like that, you stand in front of it, it detects, it stops, and it'll sit there for ages, and you could sit there and waste its time, and it'll just go. I've got all day, mate.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I ain't got. No one's paying me a wage. I live here, so I don't need. You're in my home, you know. And then when you walk the way, it'll just go. Oh, pass clear.
Bit like them friggin' things that I've seen it all over TikTok. Them things that deliver your food. Them little
Yeah,
they say similar as
yeah.
that.
I'd be scared walking past that. Oh, sorry, what the fuck? I'd be
I
walking and kick some. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, what? Next
thing
minute,
is though, have you seen
well,
him? Have you seen him speak to you?
no.
Some speak. Like if you get stuck, they go like one. I saw this once, right? It was at like a crossing. It wanted you to press the light. It goes, please press the light. You know, so you can't cross.
I'd be looking at it like. I'd be looking at it thinking, excuse me,
What
please press the lights.
fucking
Like,
fuck you said?
I'll probably just look at it and just be like, have fun with that, mate.
Thing is, though,
Lollipop lady. Well, imagine that, the lollipop lady. You know, it's like, what's stopping me for? There's no one crossing. You see what I'm doing? The lollipop lady stood there like, I'd be like, what's your problem?
Oh, mate, that'd be.
They got vandalised. They got vandalised in Sheffield, didn't they?
Yeah. In Sheffield,
Yeah,
they got
someone
that.
on Sheffield Online. If you don't follow that page, go and follow it because it keeps you up to date with everything
follow
about
it.
Sheffield. I do. Someone had vandalised it and sprayed graffiti all over it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, don't get me wrong. I'd feel a bit worried if I had to rely on a robot to deliver my McDonald's or my pizza or my burger or whatever like that. But
there's no need to vandalise them.
Eventually, you'll knock on a door and you'll be like, hello, and he'd be like, that'll be $4.29, please. I'm like, am I paying for your oil changing?
Yeah.
You don't need a wage, you're a robot, get out.
Yeah, exactly. I got to admit,
I don't think, if someone said to me, order a takeaway, try it on there, I'd do it if I knew where the place were.
Yeah.
So if the place, if my house was here and it was down the road, I'd order it then. I'd be like, right, I'm going to order it now and I'll stand outside and I'll see what it does.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, you know. I mean, you've got steps to yours. I've got steps. How the fuck's it do steps? Just falls down.
If it falls down, fucking shopping's gone everywhere. Your pizza's all over the floor.
Please enjoy.
Your food's been delivered just on its side like that. Wheels turning round. Your food's delivered. Now please help me up.
Fuck off.
What'd your last slave die on?
Please help me up. Help it up here. Take a match back with you, cunt. That's for destroying me frigging dinner. And it's dropping down on fire there.
He's come back to his owner. Oh, we've got another one. Just see it fucking on fire. Comes in hot.
Oh, mate, that'd be so funny.
If I ever saw one of them on fire, it's going hot. Please put me out. Please put me out. I'd be like,
I'd just be there laughing. I'd be
like, what the hell is this world coming to?
I would not be able to help. Now you know what.
I mean, obviously, that is just one of these things. That's just one of them things.
No, this would be it. You sat there and you hear. Oh, but
everything. It's like, two? Is that you?
Oh, that would be hilarious. That.
If I had one of them, I'd be like, put some Star Wars R2D2 on it. You know, your food's here.
Oh, that'd be very good. That getting R2D2 to deliver your food.
But it's like, well, you can get Cortana on your laptop, can't you? On your Microsoft Windows and everything. So if you can get Cortana on your laptop, so that your AI assistant, why don't you just didn't get R2D2 sound effects? Imagine it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Me, I'd be like, cheers, R2. Like, yeah, cheers. Yeah, not getting any money though.
Not all of them talk. Some have like a little screen and you have to read what it comes up. Please help me and stuff like that. But it's still...
you're fucked if you can't read that. It's like, what are you saying?
I've got dyslexia, bro.
Yeah, I'd pick it up. Be like, come on. It's like,
put me down. Fuck off.
That to me, man. Where are you going? Just point arrows. I'll take you.
Just carry that. Go on then.
Fucking hold it like that. Next minute, point arrows to him. Be like, right, okay. Next minute, knock on door. Here's your robot. Make sure put you on a leash next time.
Oh mate, I haven't seen one, but I desperately want to see.
Oh, one. I loved. Men aren't there? My look, I'd walk past. I wouldn't pay any attention. I'd just kick up. Like, oh, sorry about that, mate. Just kick. Next minute, just see that on floor, black.
You kick it. Fuck you just say?
Like Trevor. Fucking shit. Start kicking it like Trevor does on GTA, just like that. Oh, wait, that was my deliverer. Shit. It's like
Uh,
if your mum orders a shopping roll, it's like, Mom, you might have to go to the shop and get yourself some new eggs. Why? These ones are broke. The robot didn't deliver them right. Secretly, the rest of it's hanging on the bottom of your foot.
hey, Mum, you wanted these scrambled, didn't you?
Exactly. Well, the other thing, so obviously about that AI thing. So obviously AI is taking jobs,
Yeah.
and obviously there's self-driving taxis. There's the delivery thing you just said. There's the self-driving. There's the self-tills.
So,
There's the
yeah.
self-cleaning things. I mean, I don't think it. I mean, it'll take over every job. I mean, hairdressers will be obsolete at one point. Humans will be a dying breed and would be. I mean, if robots took over the world, they would have no wages to pay because the
Mm,
robots would just work 24/7. But I said they should pay the humans to let us buy our own robot so we can let it do chores around the house, send it to work if it is going to steal our jobs, and then we're paying to make sure that if it does break, we can pay to get it sorted.
mm. How
Like
long?
fixture.
How long before? I don't know if it's already happened. I'm sure people in the comments let me know. How long before robots start repairing robots?
Well, I don't know if that happens, but I don't know if it already has happened, but it will be happening eventually. And then
It will
there'll be
be.
a war. I bet you there'll be a war where fucking humans and robots will be fighting, and it'll be like Terminator,
Yeah.
or it'll be like iRobot. They'll lock us all up in cages, and it'll be like, you used to look at animals in cages, now we look at you in cages.
Exactly.
I'll be sat there in a cage. I won't like to know. I won't like to think about it, to be honest.
No.
You know, I
But
mean, there'd be someone trying to like attack back, but robots that well, robots don't need to have strength. They've already got it built in, so they'll just rip your arm off, and that's it, done with it.
grabbing around my own.
Well, so yeah, so do you think? So to wrap this conversation up, do you think AI will replace every job in the future? Now, because they've already replaced taxi drivers, and they're already doing most of the jobs in retail, like self scans and everything like that, self scan things and everything. So, do you think they'll be able to take over every job in the world before the world blows up and ends, depending on how that'll happen? In years to come, do you think every robot will be able to do every man's job? Bin man, postman, postwoman, hairdresser. Do you think they'll be able to do all that?
I don't know. I don't think they'll be able to do every job. I
I'd be
do.
scared if I went to a hairdresser and went to me, "Can I have back and sides, please?" And half my ears missing.
I
I'd be a
don't
bit.
think
I'd be very
that's
upset.
that's one of the jobs I don't think they'd be able to do. With like, I think like working in retail stuff like that. Yeah, But I think when it comes to actually looking after someone, like dentist, doctor, hairdresser, stuff like them. Where you actually have to be seen by a human. I
Yeah.
don't think they'll take over until billions of years in the future. When
I mean,
everything's
I've heard
grown.
that they're trying to get in America. I know they've got self-driving taxis, and I think in London they've got some as well. Because
Yeah.
there's a guy I could follow called on TikTok called Peter, and he
I
basically
see.
does a
I've seen.
show.
I seen when he went to America. And he went past the Golden Gate. Well, he went to Golden Gate Bridge in self-driving taxi. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, and he said some of them are in London. He said because he lives in London. He said some of them's in London, and he actually got a taxi in London. He actually said he was s- quite scared to relax
Mm.
because he didn't know what were happening. I mean, I'd love to get in a self-driving taxi just to see what it's like.
I
And I
wouldn't
look at
get.
taxi. I look at taxi. When did you start your shift then? Well, wait on the answer because it's self-driving. Of course it is.
Yeah. What time you until? Being busy. Everyone get. No, my luck. They put one that talks. Being busy. Yes. Time you until 24/7. Give me the fuck out of this car! Ah!
The taxi, you can't just leave it. Or you just see your taxi going ah, banging out window going Kieron. It's like I'm back here, mate. Your taxi's gone fast. Don't pay extra charge.
I won't fucking surprise me, man.
Oh, trust me. Well, anyway, so you don't think that they'll be able to do all jobs in the future? I mean, they've said that if the taxis do well, which in America they kind of are, because I've seen it, and obviously a lot of them Americans are on their TikTok. But I've seen a lot of videos about it. I haven't seen many in the UK about it though, which is a bit strange.
Yeah.
But they said if the taxis do well and they can replace all the taxi drivers, the next thing they're going to do is have self-driving buses.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's going to make it even worse.
That's
Like,
gonna.
press bell. Dickhead, you've gone past my stop.
Exactly. That was that weird. What noise was that then that came out of me? Freaking heck. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do the job or no? But I don't think that it'd be able to do buses yet. Like public,
No, I
yeah.
don't think they will.
I mean,
Not yet.
I mean, how are they gonna know if someone's paid or not?
It's like, well, it'd be like a card thing, I'm guessing. Won't it? Like then, like
Yeah.
like card payments, like PayPal or then Stripe. Is it Stripe, whatever it's called?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they'll have that, and then they'll have something else, like another card, like there's like a subscription thing or something, or like a card thing.
But seriously, if you got on a bus,
And there
I
were no
mean,
driver. I'd be like, "Where's he gone?" And then next minute starts taking off. I'd be like, was this possessed? A transformer or something?"
that's what I'm saying. Now, obviously, I'd do if I had to, if I had a chance between a self-driving bus or a self-driving taxi, I had to choose one. It'd definitely be the taxi. Definitely. I just think a bus because it's a lot bigger now, so it's going to be a lot more difficult to drive. They're going to need a lot more sensors. It's going to cost an absolute fortune.
There's a bus route, right, that I've got on. I don't really get on it a lot now because I tend to use taxis a lot.
Yeah.
But I got this bus once near the wall, and I was coming back, and I got the bus, and this certain bus. I can't remember. I don't know what road it is, but you know the big long hill that you have to go to get to the wall.
Yeah, I know which one you're on about.
If you're going past Concord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
All right. So you go past Concourse Rainbaths, follow the road round,
Yeah.
and it gets that big hill. There's so far up that hill, there's a bus roundabout. And I didn't know this. And it's a big round. You can't even see it unless you know where to look. And the bus goes round it, and the road is that big. And the road goes round. The bus goes round like that, and it'll do like a 360 on itself and stop. And I'm thinking, how the hell has that bus not cracked someone's car yet, or even cracked someone's fence? And I'm thinking that is the most stupidest place to put a bus stop and next to this roundabout, which the road isn't big enough for a roundabout. It's like, imagine your road, for instance, right? Your road, you drive up to the top of your road. Yeah, you can probably get a bus on top of that road because there's a bus at the top of your road. But imagine your road, and then at the top of it, you've got to turn round to go back on yourself. That's how big the road is.
Daft, man.
And bus drivers just do it in one big turn, like literally.
Yeah.
Done. I'm like, I'd have been shitting myself if I were learning to drive a bus. I'd be shitting myself. I'd be like, make sure that everyone's got their cars off this road before I attempt this. Before I attempt it, because someone's gonna be looking where my car is. They've been that fucking field across that road. They've just battered someone's car to way. Move it.
Move it back and dish. Oh, that's one less cop.
That probably weren't taxed anyway.
Oh man, nah.
But so you think they won't be able to? You think they won't be able to do all jobs?
Yeah, I think when it comes to like human care, I don't think. I mean, imagine you're an old age pensioner. You're sitting on a thing. You're there going, fucking robot there. Would you like a cup of tea? No. Oh no, like that. A lot of jobs, yet not all jobs. When it comes to human care, I don't think they will.
Well, I'd like to see in my lifetime what the next AI thing they bring out for like jobs is. I'd like to see because they've done taxis, they've done self-driving cars.
Fucking planes next.
It will be, on the right, you can see the sea of whatever, and if you look to the left, you'll see we're going to crash because the engines failed. Wait, what? This is your captain speaking. We're going to go into this volcano because the AI system doesn't know where it's going. I'd rather have a human fly me, thanks. I'd be sat next to emergency exit. I'd be holding the parachute if that was the case.
Hand on
What are you
door.
doing, sir? Just in case.
Hand on door. No parachute already on. Hand on door. What, sir? What are you doing? I'm ready. Ding ding. I'm out. You already saying put your seatbelt on, sir. You've already parachuted out. Fuck that.
Your
Nah,
face
man.
plant the concrete.
Yeah. I thought we were like. I thought we were higher. Okay, like just laid on floor next minute. Okay,
Yeah,
too late. You cunt.
parachute gets right by engine. You're getting dragged up in the air. Fucking.
Yeah, like, well, at least I'm not on that. Next minute. Oh shit!
Fucking you got eyes follow. Oh, dear, Looney Tunes crap, that wasn't it? You know, you get dragged along, eyes and nose and mouth follow you. Like some bugs, like some Daffy Duck crap, you know, the Donald Duck crap that would be, wouldn't it?
Oh, I used to love watching Looney Tunes when I was younger.
Oh, trust me, trust me. I think every kid did. Anyway, so going back to what we were saying, you don't think they'll take over every job? I mean, they probably will. Probably will in the future, but probably not in our lifetime. Probably like 10,000 years or so. But yeah, so next topic, which I know Lee's probably bored about this, like, I ain't got no time to talk about, Kieron.
No, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Saves doing the research.
Yeah.
So this one, I actually saw myself, and my mum and my nan told me about this. So there's this person in a graveyard which is next to Concord, Concord graveyard, right?
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
And it's supposed to be in memory of he called himself the King of Sheffield.
Okay.
Now it's a gypsy person. So I've got nothing wrong with them, you know, nothing wrong with them. I don't judge any, you know, I'm not going to judge them, right? So basically, I don't know why he was called the King of Sheffield. He just got that. He just got a title. I don't know if it was a boxer or whatever, right? Now, you go into a graveyard and you will see just tombstones of whoever's laid there,
Yeah.
right? So when you go to the back of Concord and you go right down to the back of the graveyard before you get to the end, before there's no more space, they've got this white, like marble memorial. Is it like a memorial or a shrine or something for him, right? And it looks like a little garden. They've done a white little arch where you can go into it. It's got a cardboard cut out of him with thumb up, smiling like, you know, thumb up. Looks like it's following you, a bit creeper. I'm not gonna lie. And it's just a proper beautiful thing to look at. You know, it looks like a little garden made for him. All it's pure white, you know, and it is absolutely. I found a photo. I'll have to try and get a photo of it, and next time we do a podcast or something, I'll try and put it on the screen. But it is absolutely amazing, right? It's the most beautiful thing you can see. And I know most people who is dead. So what's why they're getting that for? You know, but it's for the family that's still there. I'd like to think my family would give me a nice, you know, burial instead of just sticking a living rock in the ground and saying, "Here lies Kieron," blah blah blah. I'd like to have a little bit of shrine or something, you know, a little bit of a place where people can sit and go, Kieron was a bit of a dickhead, but he's always in the right place at times.
If you had one.
If he had one, yeah. You know, it's it's the most. I don't know. It's the most beautiful thing to stare at, right? And it is nice. And you'll sit. And I went up there with my mum and my nan because they showed me it and told me about it. I was like, that does look really nice and really good, and it is nice. The tragic thing behind it is that the people who own the graveyard are trying to remove it.
Why?
It's supposedly taking up too much space. Now, you know, gypsies stick together when it comes to this problem. A few religions will stick by their people. You know, don't have to be English, Don't matter what religion you are. Some some religions and some cultures that families do follow will stick by you. Sometimes,
Yeah,
something like you know yourself, people believe family is, blood is thicker than water, and
yeah,
some people believe family is the only protection you need. You know,
yep,
and obviously, some people will rely on their family, and if you fuck with their family, you fuck with every single one of them in the
yep,
family. So basically, they're trying to take it down, and all these people are going, "No, it's his resting place." When we've all gone, you can do what you want with it. But while we're still breathing on this earth, and while we're still coming to pay our respects, you leave that there. When our family's dead and gone and forgot about, then you can do what you want with it. But while we're breathing, you're not touching that. Which fair enough. I agree with that.
yeah, completely.
I wouldn't like to think my granddad were getting dug up and chucked somewhere. As long as I'm paying my respects and going to the same place, I don't want him shifting. When I'm dead and forgot about it, and no one in my family remembers who my granddad is, and they haven't got a clue who he is, do what you want with that
Mm,
spot. Put someone else there if you need to. Do whatever you want with that spot. But not while I'm still going to pay my respects and put flowers down and whatever. You
exactly.
know. So if you're gonna, I mean, I think you must be the most heartless person if you're going to destroy someone's little shrine or little garden that they've made for them. If you want to take that down and go, we don't want it here anymore, we could put 4 bodies here, or even 5 bodies here, but this person's taking the space up. I mean, imagine that with your mum or a family member.
Exactly.
In your mum or your parents or grandparents or even family brother sister whatever had a little like a shrine like that, you'd be like, you're not touching it, cunt.
Yeah,
Touch it, you lose
exactly.
your hand.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Yeah,
completely
I
agree.
mean, this is the thing, though, right? In the far corner, they're digging holes. There was digging holes in the far corner, and they had about 10 dug when I was in the car going round to look at it. When my mum and my nan were showing me, there were people digging up holes, like digging holes, fresh holes, fresh. It said on a sign, what do you call it? Land in free land,
Mm,
and it was digging up graves, like digging up some more spots so they could put more graves in it.
yeah,
It's like, why would you want to destroy? I mean, yeah, fair enough. They're not building any more graves, and there's only a few graveyards around in the world, but they're not building any more.
no.
So if you're not building any more graveyards and you're running out of land and you can't go to the next land because you're destroying obviously horses and things need fields and everything, you're just taking up more space. What are you going to do with the body? What are you going to do eventually? Dig it up as a hole there. Yeah, chuck her in there. Elizabeth used to lay there, but she's been gone for like 10,000 years now. So chuck her in. Chuck Derek in there when he's dead.
Okay, it's death, man.
I'd like to know what they do with the bodies if they're not replacing any. If they're not digging any more land up.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not religious, I'm not against, I'm not religious or out like that, but I always think a grave or a monument or whatever, it's
Some kind of
all,
shrine for them. Yeah.
yeah, it's always leave it alone, don't destroy it, don't move it, you go to that place, relive all the memories of that person. Obviously, you just got to think. What about if there like a gravestone or whatever, a plaque or whatever there of someone in your family, and then you found out it would get destroyed or moved? You'd be like,
Well, that's why they
no,
call it the final resting place because it is the final resting place.
exactly. So I
So make
always,
their final resting place be there.
I,
Just leave them where they are. It's simple.
I mean, it hasn't happened recently, as far as I know. But yeah, people are, some like youths went into a graveyard and started vandalizing headstones. Like, why? What are
What get
you?
what
What are you going to
exactly
gain from
what I'm
that?
gaining from it? I don't like I said. I mean, I'd hate it. I mean, my obviously I got my granddad cremated, right? So obviously, you know, and obviously, it's different. And obviously, you keep the ashes with you because obviously,
Hmm.
we've scattered a few of them, but we've kept a few of them with us. But it's like. Imagine it's like, all right, then you vandalize that person's gravestone, right? Yeah, I've seen a few where they've got graffiti on the back of them. Maybe it's an abandoned graveyard and no one's going there. Fair enough. But Imagine if that was your family member, your mum, your dad, your brother, sister, nanan, granddad, auntie, uncle, cousin, family members. Imagine if someone, imagine it, like, oh, you vandalised it, okay. You know, imagine how they would feel if they saw someone doing that to their family's gravestone.
Exactly, they'd be pissed off.
Setting fire to it. I mean, in Hillsborough, they've got that little memorial thing for the soldiers, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, they haven't touched that. But they'll happily disfigure someone else's gravestone.
I don't want them to touch the war memorial.
Oh no, I'm not saying they should.
Yeah, I know, but I know what you
But
mean.
no one's thought about. Oh well, these are that. There's no more veterans around now. Let's go and destroy it. No. Oh no, we'll go and destroy someone's family member. I mean, all their family's dead right now, so they're not going to bother about it doing it. I mean, that one in Hillsborough must be abandoned. So I've never seen anyone tend to that.
I do know further up there is some more graves, fresh new graves. I know that. So maybe they've reopened it, but like I said, obviously I know what you're on about, but you know, like there's that whole lot that's all abandoned, isn't there? And then
Yeah.
you go, you know where the bridge is to cross over the train tracks. There's some graves on that side that are new there.
Yeah.
So obviously
Yeah.
maybe they've reopened, but it's still the same thing. In the abandoned bit, you know, you cannot literally point where there isn't one that's either been vandalized, had stuff broken over it, or been covered in graffiti. You think, abandoned or not, it's still someone's resting place that you're vandalizing. What, just cause they don't fight back? Because that's the reason they're doing it.
Yeah.
No one's
Yeah.
fighting back. Saying that, you know, smashing bush shelter windows. There's one up my area being smashed. Why
Yeah.
is it being smashed?
Yeah.
Oh, because it doesn't fight back. That's the whole thing.
Well, you know, when I know you don't really follow football muchly, but you know when Sheffield Wednesday were playing recently,
Yeah.
right? Well, obviously, I went to the football match. You know, I watched it. You know, it was I kind of when Wednesday were losing, I was like, you know, I'm going to come out now because it's you know the outcome already. You know the
Yeah.
outcome. As for forget about it, there'll be a riot. There'll be some people
Oh,
getting
there
their cake
always
down.
is.
I'd rather escape that madness before I get
Yeah.
dragged into it. So I left. I'm thinking, and literally 2 days later, someone put on a bus stop not too far away from where I live. SWFC, which is Sheffield Wednesday
The
Football Club.
yeah.
And then underneath it, in blue, they put owls.
Yeah.
Right? 2 days later, that got removed, the window got put through. And it's recently been fixed. Now, the outcome I think they should do with that is make metal ones. Because then you won't be able to smash metal. Yeah, you'll probably be able to burn it and probably, you know, burn the metal and make it all, you know, you'll see some state like they'll probably burn it and leave a stain there where the fire is. But at least people won't be able to walk up and smash it.
Dude, what they need to get that I don't know what it is. It's this material, you chuck it and it gains it and then chucks it back at you. That's what
Yeah,
they need.
like a rubber effect or something.
Yeah, they'd go, I'm going to smash this. Don't back, you know, stone into their head. Teach them.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, well, probably cause some injuries, and but then again,
That's the whole
teach them.
point.
I mean, yeah, exactly. If they smash the window, the glass could go in their face.
Exactly. They
It's the
don't
same
care.
outcome, yeah.
Literally, you know what I'd do? I'd find. I know they can't do this because it's invading people's privacy. I'd put cameras in bush shelters where
Yeah.
whoever smashes it, they find out who it is and make the family pay.
Mm.
You can guarantee the kids will stop then.
Well, even if it is kids, it could be young adults, like 20-odd-year-olds, maybe
Well, when I
even.
say kids, I mean like teenagers, like 18
Yeah,
and
but
onwards. Yeah.
but if it's adults like doing it, because there is some adults out there that'll cause crime. You know, they could do it. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
so, but yes. Anyway, so before we go too much off topic, which I know we always do, it's a thing we always do.
Yeah.
Even recording other videos.
Right.
You know, it's like, right, Kieron, we'll play a game video, and then we'll have a talk for about a good half an hour. Right, Kieron's supposed to be in a game video.
All right. I remember
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for a point where I care. Like.
The last game video we did, I think it was COD. We must have talked with setting up and that lot. I set up ages. Like it took me about a minute to set up. 10 minutes later, we're still sat there talking. Like, do you remember that bit about the good old COD? We were just kept on talking. They were like, Kieron, we've wasted an hour. You know, and Kieron's like, it's only an
We have
hour.
the gift. We have the gift of the gab. That's all I can
Oh,
say.
we definitely
We have the
do.
gift of the gab.
We definitely
But
do.
anyway, so you think this? What's your thoughts on it? Having a big, massive memorial shrine, whatever you want to call it. What do you think they should do? Leave it where it is, or move it because I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's the graveyard people who own the graveyard or if it's some kind of council land thing. Do you think they should keep it there and have his family there? And if and all his family's gone, they can do what they want with it. If when all of his family's gone, bloodline's gone, do what you want with it then. But while his family, in my opinion, while his family's still there, leave it where it is, and just leave it.
Yeah.
And if when all of his family's gone and there's no one else to come and visit him, do what you want with it then.
Thing is, though, if they move
We'll be
it,
around to care.
thing is, though, they move it somewhere else. How long before they have to move it from that place to make more space? Eventually, it's going to go all around. So, yeah, I think they should just leave it there. You know, then obviously, once the family's gone, yeah, fair enough. I mean, I still think it should be kept there even if the family's gone or not. It's still his final
Yeah,
resting place. But yeah, I think he should stay there because why move him? We ain't got no spaces, even though there's a field up there completely abandoned that we actually do own, that we are digging graves in there, but we also want this bit of land. Why? Why? Seriously though, why? They've got a massive field up there. There's like 100 graves ready to be, digged, but we want this land as well. Why? Just do. Well, how about you actually take a bit? Obviously, I know what cemetery you're on about because my granddad's buried there. And yeah,
yeah,
there's bits of land all over that they could do it to. There's a bit of land like at the very bottom. No one's ever buried there. You could get at least a couple of bodies there, but we
exactly,
can't. We can't do that. Why I want that land there? Why don't we
exactly.
just do? No.
It's like when you're like housing people, isn't it? Oh, we've built 100 more houses on this land that can get 100 houses on, but because we want to be a dick and we want to kick you out of your own house as well. It's more or less the same thing, isn't it? Final resting place,
Yeah, leave
you
it.
know. Won't be. I can guarantee you, they'll knock it down because they'll get all the lawyers involved and
Mm,
they'll get the lawyers and solicitors involved that are, according to them, environmentally friendly.
friendly.
No, you know what they'll say? They'll say, well, because it's made out of marble and it's made out of something, where birds can shit on it and everything. What are you good? Who's going to clean it? Because they're not going to clean it and not wasting money on cleaning graves.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they'll say. They'll say, we're not cleaning his grave because you're not. Are you going to come down and get bird shit off of it? And they'll go, well, if we can't get down, well, they're not going to do it. Their job's to dig holes in graves. I thought if you work at a graveyard, it's your job to look after the gravestones, make sure that they're not being vandalised, dig some
Supposed to
more
be.
holes. Yeah, make sure that they're nice and prepped, so the family come round and go, oh, look at him, he's made the gravestone look a bit more presentable, stop it
They
from getting
don't care,
stained by
man.
bird shit and everything. They don't
They
exactly. They don't
don't.
care. They're rather just
Yeah.
most people look at you and go, right, he's dead. Right, we'll forget about him now.
It's similar. It's not. It's kind of similar, but it's not similar. If that makes sense. Same with the council, right? The council want a lot of Greenland areas to build like houses, flats, businesses, stuff like that. But they've got
Yeah.
all grey belt areas and brown belt areas. Why not build on them first? Why not? That land's there. Nothing's happening to that land. Why not build there? Oh, we can't because if we build it on a green belt, we have more space. Yeah, but what about all the wildlife you're getting rid of?
Mm.
Only thing we're hearing is houses. No, build on the areas that's got no wildlife. There is like brown belt areas, grey belt areas. Why not build on them? No, or we'd rather get rid of wildlife just so someone can have a house. Nah, No, it's
I
ridiculous.
mean, what they don't care about the wildlife,
No, they
most of them,
don't.
because they'll just think, well, wildlife they can like birds. They never go back to the same nest.
Nope, they
They
don't.
build a nest. I mean, there's literally about one or two nests in those trees across from mine, and they literally I've never seen a bird in there.
Yeah, some trees at the top of
Yes.
my road. Literally, I can see now looking. There's nest in them trees. Never seen a bird in them because, like I said, use it once. That's it. Done. Once babies
Yeah,
are born and they're flown away, they fly away. That's it. Done. You never see them
yeah,
again.
nest, exactly. So they'll just think, oh, well, they reside in this tree for maybe a couple of for a while, and then maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, maybe even a couple of years. They'll be in there, and then when the babies are free and ready to fly off and everything like that, then they'll move on. It's like, yeah, but you're not thinking about other birds that will come to the same tree and build another nest in the same tree. Even though I've heard birds will use another nest, but I don't think birds use
They
nests. They'd
don't.
rather build their own because it's in
Yeah.
their nature to build their own. So yeah, that tree is just like another spot for them. If they haven't built a nest in that tree already, they can
Mm.
go to that tree and build a nest.
Same with that. Same with the stables where I work. The council have got in contact with the person who owns land. We want this to build flats. He's told them to f off. He's like, no.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
went. He went. He went. Yeah, you pay me a good lump sum. That's it. He went. That's it. Once that money's gone, well, I've got stables here. I've got employees here. I'm keeping them in work. They're keeping, an income coming. No, I'm not doing it. And they keep. And he said he gets probably monthly. We can offer you this much. He's just like, no, I am not getting rid of my land just so you can build something here. But
Exactly.
like I said, they don't care.
And where they're gonna put the horses, or they'll go to another farm. And if there's no farm that wants, and then what they're gonna do? Probably just shoot them, won't they?
Yeah, probably council probably would. Tell you, man,
So
it's daft. It
it's
really
ridiculous.
is.
It is the most stupidest thing I've ever known. I mean, this country. I mean, like I said in the other podcasts, and you've said it as well. The country's getting soft.
Yeah,
We'll end up having no greenery eventually.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
It'll be like a concrete city. No park will be safe. No field will be safe.
yeah.
And I know Mother Nature, she will take back her land eventually. But while people are stopping it from happening, every little weed pops up from ground. Oh no, we don't want you coming back yet.
Yeah, it's just that. I mean, I understand. We've got a house shortage in this city. I know we've got, but thing is though, there is places where you can build houses, build flats, build businesses, whatever you want to build, on area that isn't used for anything and that isn't used by anything. Why not build on that land? I mean,
Yeah.
same prime example. When we went to that abandoned building near Meadow Hall, do you remember it?
Oh yeah.
Big massive car park. Why not build? They could get a couple of
It
houses
is.
on there.
They built some on it already, but I don't know what they built, but they put some on there.
See what I mean? Well, yeah, they could use that, but oh no, we'd rather take a field. Sorry, I think even though you go to like a grey belt area where there's already concrete laid,
You've got the foundation more or less there,
yeah,
haven't you?
yeah, that's the foundation's there, but no.
One of the foundations is there. It's like that land. It's like that land where near when's it ground, isn't it? The building. How they're supposed to be building something on there, but I
Oh,
haven't seen nothing on there yet.
what
I mean, I've
across the
seen a
road?
few. Yeah, I've seen a few
Yeah.
diggers driving around on it and that. But I haven't
There's
seen no development go up yet. I went past there the other day and I didn't see nothing go up. I'm
there's
like, oh
an
yeah,
Aldi.
2026 is supposed to be going up, is it?
There's an Aldi on
Aldi's
that.
on there.
Aldi's on
Aldi's on
there,
there.
but
But
rest
Aldi's
of the
on there.
land,
But apart from that, nothing's touched it. They can't do alt until that garage falls down because that's a listed
that's the
building.
listed building. Yeah, they can't. They
When that
can't.
falls down, they can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so ending the topic a little bit
Yeah,
after a bit of a run. What do you think? Leave it or get rid of it?
leave it. I leave it. See, it's his final resting place. Yeah, his body might not be there, but people go there to remember him. So yeah, leave it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So wrapping it up. You'll probably know about this one, Lee, because it's all been all over the news, and most people who watch this will probably know as well. Donald Trump wanting to get rid of an entire civilization if they did not agree to his deal for giving him 8 boats of oil, but to show that they are good willing, they delivered him 10 boats of oil, right? And now, since they've delivered this 10 lovely boats of oil to him, he doesn't want to blow them up now. He just wants to stop any passage of that route being used anymore. So if they want to send oil to him again, they've got to go the long way around instead of going through this little narrow little path where they've gone for probably years and years. I mean, I think the man. I will admit, and most people probably don't like this answer. I think he's funny at some extent, at some extreme. I think he's funny when he's when people are like dissing him. You know, when they're having like them roast battles. I find it so funny. You know, I mean, when Donald Trump said that, what would you do if you know, what's the first thing this man would do when he was arguing with that woman? He's like, "I put you in jail." You know, that is some of the jokes, some of the stuff he comes out with. It's funny. There's a little dance that he does like that. What's that? It's like you're pulling levers. It's like you're pulling levers. That
I did like that song you did. You know, when the elections were coming on. You know,
oh yeah,
I can't remember how it went, but it's like Donald's never going to get beaten or something.
yeah.
I can't remember exactly how it went. It was a long time ago, but I did like that thing. But yeah, some stuff he does say, you just look at him and just go, "How did you get in? How?"
I mean, look at like Putin, for instance, right? They're living a dictatorship,
Definitely.
right? So they're never going to get Putin at that seat,
Not until he
right?
says he
And
wanted to go.
well, until he wants to go himself, unless he dies in there, then they'll just replace him with someone else. Which, like I said, we're all just numbers on this planet. But
Definitely.
thing is, he wants. I mean, I agree with some stuff he's saying because he wants like to make obviously country great. And he's friends with Nigel Farage and everything like that. He's trying to make Britain similar to them, but still have our British roots. You know, a lot of people will say he's trying to destroy the NHS and we'll have to pay for it because they don't get NHS over there. They have to pay for their treatment, which I disagree with that because some people who are on low incomes who can't afford to pay hundreds and hundreds
Well,
for surgeries.
they don't kind of pay. If they have health insurance, they like the health insurance has to pay, but in a way, you have to pay for your health insurance. So,
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
so you're kind of paying, aren't you?
Yeah,
So
you
you're still
kind of,
paying.
yeah.
So instead of coming here, you got free NHS, free dental care for whatever reason you get free dental
Well,
care.
it's not free
If you
dental
claim
care. You have to pay for your dental care. You only get your free
Well,
dental care
if you're on
yeah.
benefits, you don't have to pay for it
Yeah.
because Nigel Farage did actually said anyone who any of these legal immigrants coming over claim benefits, they'll have to pay for the dental care. Anyone who was born over here, if they don't have to, if they're on benefits, won't have to pay. And I've seen people when I've gone to for a checkup, don't pay. What's your exemption? Universal credit. All right, see you in a year's time, and then I'm sat in waiting room going, lucky for you.
Yeah,
Lucky for you.
they're like that. They're like, bye, bye. No bed. How much then? 25 quid, you fucking robbing bastards. So much for the NHS dentist. Here, assholes.
Exactly. So I've been to dentists before with checkups and everything, and I always get told, "Oh, come back in a year. Come back in a year."
I get 6 months.
But I sort of come back a year because it depends how good you look after your teeth. If you look after your teeth and you've got anything wrong with them, they'll just go, "Right, we'll see you in a year. Any problems, come back before then. Any problems, I'll take my teeth out myself. Saves me a job, saves me paying you, innit?"
Like, this tooth needs to come out. Do you want to go to the dentist? And how much is it going to cost?
Where's them
Okay,
rusty pliers?
bit of string, door, ow. No.
I got no string. I've got some rusty pliers though. I'll borrow them.
Fuck it then. You know, blood's gushing out. Why do you take it out? Do you know how much it is to have your teeth out of the dentist? Oh, no.
And plus the tooth fairy, she's getting robbed tonight.
Yeah.
But just me, no, it's daft. I mean, like I said, I mean, some stuff he says, I just laugh at.
Oh,
You know, it's
right.
like it's like that time when he sent a picture of his house to one of the terrorist people. He's like, "You don't know where I live." He goes, "Yes." Instead of sending you a picture of the street, I send a picture of your house, and I send you a picture of the red button next to it. I'm like, "You're wanting World War Three, Donald," and
I,
I do find you funny because there's some stuff you come out with that I cannot even imagine you saying. But like on Christmas Day, when you sent a missile,
yeah.
everyone's opening presents. He's opening the button. What's that? Oh, what shall I bomb today on Christmas Day? Oh yeah, that one. You know, missile flies off, so it gets blown up, and he sat there like, ah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Well, like
Well,
that. Right, let's cut the turkey.
I mean, do you know the time he was in charge the first time?
Mm.
Right, the first time he got in charge, he was elected. Right, he wanted he wanted some place. I don't know what I can't remember what it were now, where it were, but he wanted some place blowing up overnight. He goes, I'm going to bed, blow this place up in the morning. I want it done by the morning. Now, even though he's in charge and he's living in the White
Mm.
House, he's got people in his cabinet that are in charge of him. So so if you was the prime minister or the president, you went right. Don't like that area. Blow it up. I want it done by tomorrow morning. Right. Good night. He went to bed thinking it was going to get done. They all denied that request. He got up next morning. That'll be on news now. Wait, no, it's not on that news channel. Skips it. Not on that news channel either. Where is it? He's going for all news channels. Not on it. Where is it? Where is it? Went to go and ask someone, did you blow that place up? No, we all denied your request. You can't just blow up things without no reason. Oh, it's a shithole, blow it up. There's a few
I'm.
shitholes around here that I don't like walking through, especially at night time. I don't sit there and go, oh, I wish I had a red button for this place.
I mean, obviously, he did give a reason why he did attack Iran. He did give a reason.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean,
He made a deal, and because they weren't going to make a deal, he goes, I'm going to destroy your country and all your civilization will be gone. He says he wants to speak to people over there, but they've killed them, but they've got rid of all of them.
thing is though, that one of the main reasons he actually said that he got rid of it is because they were making nuclear weapons, and
Mm.
he was scared that terrorists were going to get their hands on nuclear weapons. And I'm like, okay, I understand that, but they're gonna have so much security. It's not gonna be able to walk out just taking this nuclear waste with me. All right, yeah, thank you. It's not gonna be like that. You know, I mean, they're gonna have so much security there. You know,
I mean, they've got air. I mean, according to Donald, he's got the best air defense in the world. If they see a rocket coming from so many miles away, they'll shoot it down before it gets anywhere near a dangerous part, like for kill any life.
one thing I will admit, I mean, people know who's watched this. I have slagged Keir Starmer off up and down, uncensored so many times. Literally, it's probably impossible to find an episode where I have not slagged him off or said out nice. I think he did the right thing with not getting us involved.
Yeah, yeah. I literally, literally, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going through Facebook and it said Keir Starmer refuses to send any like young adults or class because some people like join the army when they're like 16, don't they?
Yeah,
And if a 16-year-old is still classed as a kid, in my opinion, anyway.
yeah, yeah,
So, so it's like, in my opinion, you're still classed as a kid. And in many people's opinion, yeah, if you're 18, you're still classed you're going to be a kid. You're going to class as being a kid or even
yeah.
a young adult at most. And it's like, he says he's not going to send any
Pardon me.
people to fight for this, to fight. If they want to join voluntarily, that's up to them. But he's not going to make it a mandatory thing where it's like, right, you need to fight for your country. If you're born over here, you want country to stay the way it is. No, we'll sign up then.
Mm,
I mean, they're saying like with King Charles, aren't they? King Charles got uh, like one of his sons, Harry, I think it were, in the army. So why
mm.
don't they send Donald Trump? So why don't they send Donald Trump's son into the army? I mean, I'm not going to go on about King Charles a lot because that'll be another topic. But when it was Easter, Remember the Queen giving a message at Easter, didn't she? When she was alive. He didn't do any. He didn't do a message this time Easter. He was he was making messages for the different religions, not our religion, other religions, Muslims and all that lot, Palestine and all that lot. He was talking about Palestinians and Palestines and free Palestine and all that lot.
Palestine's not a religion; it's a place. But fair enough.
Or whatever, same thing. But it's like we're about free them and all that lot. And I'm just thinking, fair enough. You want to you want to give that nice message to other people, but you didn't mention anything about us.
I mean, thing is though, I mean, obviously I don't know a lot about this, but if he did mention all this, how does he know in their religion they actually celebrate Easter?
Exactly.
They might not celebrate
People don't
it.
certain religions don't celebrate Christmas.
Is it, well, different time, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. So obviously he's there good. Happy Easter. More or less, that's just more or less saying fuck you. It more or less is, isn't it? If they don't celebrate Easter at all, it's
it's
going
like
to be a
Easter.
case of just insulting them.
It's like when you go to Easter, it's like, because Nigel Farage did a video, didn't it? About this is the day when, like, about God and not God, Jesus and that lot. We Easter, celebrate Easter to remember, Jesus and him being resurrected and put on the cross and everything like that. I'm thinking, right, fair enough. We've celebrated for that.
Bullshit. Sorry.
But I would be very upset if I was on a cross and go, "How are you going to remember me?" Well, many many years later, when we
For
remember
fucking chocolate eggs.
we're going to get chocolate eggs, and I'm like, "Wait, on a cross, wait, what?" I'm on the
Oh,
cross going, "How are you going to remember me? Please, like make movies about my sacrifice and make the world a better place and make my story be heard. We're going to get some chocolate eggs in your name." Wait,
I mean,
what?
how is that all to do with Easter? I mean, seriously, Ray, anyone who is Christian, Catholic, or anything like that, how is chocolate eggs anything to do with Easter? Easter
What
is when,
with Jesus in it or something like that?
yeah,
With
yeah, he
Jesus in it.
came back to
How's that got to?
life. Right,
Yeah.
they went to see him in the cave. The boulder was moved. Mary Magdalene were there sobbing her eyes out because she thought someone moved Jesus' body. Yes, I know I'm not religious, but I know a lot about religions. It's really stupid, but yeah. So obviously, he's that there like I've come back to life. And all that lot. Instead of like celebrating something to do with Easter. Oh no, we'll fucking make Easter hampers and you'll get chocolate eggs. What? How? How did that start?
But imagine you be. That's what I'm saying. The Easter thing was in. They made it Easter because it's like as you're eating the egg. It's gonna sound wrong in so many
God,
ways,
I can't
but
wait for this.
I'm only saying what a TikTok video said. When you remember when you're eating the egg, you're technically inviting Jesus into your life, which I'm like, all right, I don't really know. I mean, I've had Easter eggs as a kid. I don't really remember Jesus coming into my life then. But it's like while you're eating the egg, you're eating his body. What part of his body am I supposed to be eating then? Because I don't want to be eating something if it's hard.
In, didn't it, isn't that supposed to be the bread that he did at Last Supper? This is my body, and then when he turned water to wine, this is my blood and stuff like that. So
I'm scared.
what?
I'd be scared. I'd like to know this bread's his body. Which part of his body?
Well, I mean that
If that, if
you
that, if
eat
that
this.
bread is hard, it's getting spat out.
No, but
If
it's
I see, if
fair.
I bite into that bread and there is some mysterious liquid going in my mouth, I will be not very happy with you.
No, the thing is, though, the realistic thing, right? At the Last Supper, he gave everyone bread, saying, "This is my body." Then he turned water to wine, saying, "This is my blood." Okay, fair enough. If that happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. If you believe in that, fair enough. I still don't understand how can a chocolate egg be anything to do with God or Jesus. Please, someone in the comments tell me. Don't just go, now
Well,
we all
someone
know,
actually
but
said
we're
on the
not telling
video
you.
that when you're eating the egg, it's like you're remembering him. So technically, some people believe when you're eating the egg, you're like you said, the bread's his body and that lot. Supposedly, chocolate's supposed to be a part of his body as well, or it's something to do with his soul. Well, if your soul tastes like chocolate, then thank you very much.
I'm gonna apologise for what I'm about to say. What a load of fucking horse shit! How can eating a fucking chocolate egg is like eating someone's fucking body? What the? Seriously? It's a load of crap. It really is. Jesus Christ. When you're eating this chocolate egg, you're eating him. Well, sorry, I don't want to eat anyone. I mean, it's more or less saying you're a cannibal. You're eating someone. You're more or less saying that. Well, I'm sorry, but if people taste like chocolate, then fucking line them up. Oh, it's daft, man. It's so absolutely stupid.
When they say that to you, this bread is my body and all that lot. If you're selling your body and want us to eat your body, get yourself on OnlyFans then, pal. It ain't happening, fam. It's not happening in a church. I ain't going to church. I mean, I've only gone, right, this is something that a lot of people are gonna be mad about this. And I could not give over laughing when I heard this. A man went into church with his young boy went into church because he saw the candles being lit and they were doing a service, right? And they were doing a service, and the priest is there, lighting the candles up, and his son runs off into the thing. And this guy was telling me, and I think he was Scottish, this guy. And he's saying, "Oh, my wee boy went into the church, he saw the candles being lit and everything." And I can't do a good Scottish accent, so don't ask me to. But it was like saying, he was talking about his son going in there, and his son was like curious. So his son goes in, and he's like, and the priest looks at him, and he's like, "Oh, hello there, my child," and gives him all this. And he goes, and he looks at the dad. He looks at the dad, right? And I couldn't go. And I don't even know why I found it funny, because it was just funny at the time. And it's like, because there's some kind of language barrier here. But he went, "Hello there, my." So the little kid goes, "Hello there, my child," and gives him the cross and everything, right? And then the dad walks in, and he goes, "Have you come to repent?" He goes, "Sorry, I can't repay. I forgot my brushes in the car."
Oh,
I was like, and the priest is looking at him like, "What do you mean?" And he took his kid and left. I'm thinking, you haven't come to repent anything because you forgot your paint brushes in the car.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
I don't think he meant that, but and I couldn't get all laughing at it because it's just the way it's so dry. Like some comedy, you can tell, but how dry he came out with it.
Yeah, just like
sorry, I ain't come to repent nothing. I've left my brushes in the car. And then took his kid and walked off, and priest is like, I was just like, I would never go to a church and go, "I ain't come to repent anything. I've left my brushes or left my roller in car."
no.
I wouldn't even know. I'd probably be. I don't know what would happen if I said that to a priest. But I'd never have the balls to go into a church and go, "Yeah, I'm not. I'm just coming in just to tell you that you're a dickhead," and walk off. I never would do it.
I couldn't do it.
I mean, it's having people vandalising graffiti on churches, abandoned churches, or even just churches for the use. Why? If you, I mean, there's people out there that'll believe that are that religious and that believe in God to the point where they feel like that they believe in that much. It's like He stood next to you because they see Him everywhere. It's like, why would you want to? I mean, if you do believe in God, why are you disfiguring the house of God? You know, like I said, I don't blame you if you do want to believe in God, because, like I said, you don't believe. I was christened, but you wasn't.
True.
I was christened at birth. You wasn't. But then again, now it's like that now. When you have a kid, if he wants to be a Christian, you've got to christen him. I know loads of people that have had kids, they haven't christened them, but they still believe in Christianity.
I went to a Church of England school, as we all did, and every assembly was hymn after hymn after hymn. You saw the people there going, you know.
Did you have to sit there like that, sing the hit like the hymn? It's like, "Lord save us, Jesus Christ."
Yeah,
I'd sit there.
Every fucking assembly. I would have sat there like that. They went, "Oh, you." I'm like, my dad's an atheist, my mom's an atheist, I'm an atheist. You really think I'm going to put my hands together? Nah.
Only time I'm going to put my hands together, then I'm going to clap.
Yeah, exactly. That is it. No, no. But you know, I still went. I still went to the assembly. You know, I still did it. But the thing is, though, even though I don't believe in any religion, I would not vandalize anything. I
Oh, no,
mean,
no.
there's some beauty. I mean, obviously, if you're from Sheffield, you'll know. And I've been inside the chapel in
Oh,
Sheffield
yeah,
Town Centre.
I have. I have.
Absolutely beautiful. I went inside and I vlogged it. I was literally like, wow.
I remember saying that to you. You told me, didn't you? When I'm going to go to chapel for the next vlog. I'm like, make sure you don't blow into a burst of flames then.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I did actually get a bit hot when I walked in there, and but seriously, I walked around there and I was like, "Wow, how can a place that I will never go to like pray out can be so beautiful?" And you know, it's absolutely massive. There's different levels to it. You know,
Exactly.
you can actually
Exactly.
go to the back, go down where I think some people might have been buried. I'm just thinking, what a stunning building this is.
Exactly. I've had, like I said, with gravestones and everything, and like for previous topics, if you're vandalising anything like that, they to go straight down to hell if you believe in that. I mean, I watched a video the other day and it said, "Do you believe in heaven or hell more?" And I went and I commented, I went, "Believe in hell more." And someone actually commented back saying, "Why do you believe in hell?" I went, "With all the shit I've seen on Earth, I ain't seen one good thing yet."
No, no.
You know, with all this stuff on Earth coming in, British people are struggling to make ends meet, and there's people out there that are worse off than us that can't even afford a loaf of bread at the end of the week. And then there's people out there that's like, press the button, 10 grand. And it's like, fair enough, maybe I could do that. But a lot of these things, you need money.
Mm.
And when I've seen advertisements, let AI make you a millionaire.
Ah, it's a load of crap, that.
Yeah, right then. Millionaire in debt, more like.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I know, literally, I was looking at something ages ago, and I think I've told you about this, about that Bitcoin mining engines, right?
Yep.
And I was looking at them and I was looking into this video about it, and because this woman was like, "Don't do Bitcoin thing; it's the worst thing to do." This woman was mining Bitcoin, and she got thousands of it. Now you know yourself, if you didn't know the value of a £5 note,
Mm.
you wouldn't know the value of it, would you? If you went to a note and went, right, I've got a green or a red, blue, purple, whatever note in my hand, but there was no number on it, you wouldn't know the value of it. You wouldn't say, oh, £5 note, it's green, right? Green piece of plastic in my hand or paper in my hand, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
But there's no number on it. You wouldn't know the value of it, would you?
No.
She didn't. She thought that because she had thousands of it. She thought she'd have a very good, very good day indeed. You know, if I said to you, right, you've got £1,000 there, you're gonna know you've got £1,000. She had thousands and thousands of Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know yourself, stock market goes up and down all day,
Oh yeah.
every day, all day.
I'd say every second is. Yeah,
Yeah, and people's probably making money right now as we're talking. You
definitely.
know, And I've seen a few things. I mean, I've got stocks app on my phone, and I always
Too.
look because I'm intrigued. I want to know, and I'll just go through Toyota and Nissan, and all those car brands. Even like Facebook has got
Mm-hmm.
like stocks in it.
All day, night.
Everything, everything, even YouTube, right? So I was looking at it, and this woman was talking about it, and she had loads and loads of Bitcoin, and she thought she was going to be the first self-made millionaire. That thousands of Bitcoin wasn't equivalent to what she had. She said that she had Bitcoin, and she only had £3 worth of Bitcoin, even though she had thousands of it.
Yeah, it's completely
And then
system
years
set up.
later, she's got 3 grand. And she literally says, just because you've got thousands of Bitcoin doesn't mean you've got £1,000. It's like it's like me giving you 1,000 £1 coins. If you didn't know the value of those £1 coins,
You
people
know,
are like, yeah, you wouldn't know what they are. It's like, well, what are they? Or for all you know, there could be 1,000 1p's for all you know. You don't know the value of it until you actually see these people estimate and give you a rough figure of how much that Bitcoin is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've looked into it, and I will admit, I have been interested in it. But the thing is, you've got to find the right time, and you've got to have plenty of money, and prepared to lose that money in case it goes wrong.
definitely.
But going back to what we were saying about obviously, like you said about the crisis and everything of Donald Trump and everything, I believe that there will be a World War III at some point. If it's not in our lifetime, there'll be another one at some point.
Yeah.
If Donald Trump is, all it takes is one mad bastard to threaten another mad bastard, and that's it. His country's at war, then pals will join in. I mean, I don't think I mentioned this on the other on the other podcast. I know we talk over the voice note, don't we? It's like NATO is supposed to be collapsing by the year 2028.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's already attacking a NATO country as it is, and their friend, they're literally in NATO together, but he's attacking another NATO country.
Donald Trump doesn't like NATO because when he attacked Iran, no one from NATO come and helped him, and he's literally saying that NATO is useless. When you come to us wanting help, we won't help you. And I'm just thinking, yeah, okay, fair enough, but from what I know, NATO only helps if you're attacked. They don't help with the attacking. A NATO country gets attacked, then all the armies of that country is going to attack that one country. As far as I know, what's Iran done to you? Nothing.
Iran's been, according to Donald Trump, Iran's been the bully of the Middle East for years, and it's time for them to make peace. He says, if you don't make peace, future attacks will be a lot more easier, a lot more deadly, and a lot more easier. He's on about. I don't know if he sent it in, but he was on about sending in the, can't remember the name of it now, but it's like that plane that is so silent in the sky.
Oh,
a big massive black one. I forgot the name of it.
I want to say something like B1 Summit, but I don't think it is. It's something like B1 Bomber, something like
They use it
that.
they use it for, like, they call it death from above, don't they?
Yeah,
In other words,
because you
because
can't be picked
it
up by help.
annihilates. It just takes you out. Straight away. There's no chance of surviving it. As soon as you see missiles going, if you have a god, pray to it. But it's like that. It's like you're sending that in, but then you're on about blowing something up. What happens if someone sends their plane and blows your country up while you're blowing them up? You're not going to know who's won.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're going to be inflicting other countries that don't want a war, that just want to live everyday life as normal. I mean, I'd be shit. I mean, other day, this actually, I don't know if I told you this, right? The other day, I was shopping. I just happened to look up, and there was 2 fighter jets in the sky going towards where I was. If you look where they were going towards the town centre direction. So I don't know if they were going to another airport to refuel, or if they were just flying over here for a train exercise or whatever. But there were 2 jets just went, and they were behind each other. Within a couple of seconds, they disappeared from your line of sight because they've just disappeared. They moved that fast.
I've seen 4 helicopters this week, all in one day. It was literally Monday. I saw 4 helicopters literally go, and you know when like helicopters are that low, you can actually hear them. There was that low that I thought, wow! I was literally just in my back garden next to me. I went, what the hell? And I'm like, Jesus Christ! It was so low.
Exactly. I mean, the only helicopter I've seen up here is the air ambulance, because it has a drop off point there.
Yeah.
And it'll sometimes go up to Parkwood Springs, or it'll sometimes go onto the field, which is near, because I'm near the Northern General, Northern General Hospital. So basically, living near there, it's like you see the air ambulance, not every day, but you'll just see it and you'll be like, oh, ambulance, yeah. And you'll see it circle and it'll go down, and then a couple of minutes later, you'll see it fall back off. I'm just like, I bet you'd get a good view, don't you, at City every night, every so often, don't you? I like to be in that helicopter just having a look at, seeing what view it is like. I'd love to see the view of it, I really would.
I've literally, that's on my bucket list. Before I go, I definitely want to get on the helicopter and just go on a helicopter around. Even if it's just around Sheffield, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, exactly. It was good, but yeah. So I think in the long run, it will probably cause World War Three.
Yeah.
If it's not in our if it's not in our lifetime, it'll be eventually. But
Mm.
a lot of people say World War Three has already happened. World War Three apparently has already happened, but we haven't. But Keir Starmer's holding the gate closed to the point where it's like, no. If I open this gate, all these civilians in Britain are going to have to pick up a gun and fight.
Mm. I don't know,
And I
man.
think, well, I think you're doing a good job by not sending young people
Yeah, not getting involved with the
into
war.
the, you
This
know,
is it's
yeah.
nothing to do with us. America, Iran, Israel, whatever. They want to fate it out. Obviously, yeah, get involved if it's something to do with peace. But if it's just a fate, don't get us involved.
I
It's
mean,
nothing to do
did
with
you about
us.
that? Did you know about that debate that happened in World War Two? I probably didn't know about it. A lot of people are divided by this, and this is the last thing I will mention.
Yeah.
A lot of people seem to think in World War Two, Russia didn't get dragged into it straight away,
Mm.
which they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get, according to some sources, they didn't get dragged into it straight away. They waited until their country was attacked, then they fought back. So when it comes to ending World War Two, this is where the division comes into it. They're saying that Americans finished the war, but then a lot of people are saying the British ended the war. Now I don't really know who ended the war because we wasn't around back then, and I didn't get. I mean, we had the war taught in history. We didn't get told who finished the war. We just
No, we
got told
just
what happened
it
in the
was
war.
ended. Yeah, how
Yeah,
Hitler
we just
died and that. Yeah.
yeah, and how Hitler died and what happened to the people who was in charge
Mm.
after Hitler and before Hitler, and all these people were getting hung. Some leaders got hung, some people fled the country, lived under a different name, and all that lot, which I know some people
Yeah.
did. Some of Hitler's family actually did move to a different country, live under a totally different name, and when they died under that fake identity. But this is where a lot of people are divided. You ask someone who knows a lot about World War Two, and they'll say, "Yeah, the Americans ended it." But then you'll ask the similar person, similar question, will go, "Yeah, the British ended it." Now, in the films, I've always seen the Americans have a victory, like on Saving Private Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
On the end of that film, Tom Hanks is there shooting a tank with his pistol because he's injured. He's like, bang, bang, bang. I'm gonna go down fighting. Might get killed up might blow up with a tank, but hey, you're a soldier. You know what you signed up for. And he's there, bang, bang, bang. This minute, plane blows up, fighter jet. Planes go flying past. They've dropped bombs on the tank. Tank's up in flames. And it always shows you the Americans having a victory on some Call of Duty games. The Americans won a victory. You ended the war in this country. Come back to base and I'll promote you as this, this, this.
Mm.
Then the game's ended. It's like, all right, then maybe in World War Two the Americans did finish it. But I don't, like I said, why I've never known, there's not much information on the British finishing it. It's
Only
always
thing
about the
I know
Americans.
about the end of World War Two, Hitler was in his bunker. The Russians were closing in, and obviously he was scared what would happen if the Russians got him, so he killed himself. That's the only thing I know. But obviously that is all I know. That the Russians were closing in on him. He thought, if they get hold of me, I am messed up.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
done. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm just gonna take the easy way out, and that's how we did it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So if you guys know in the comments, always tell us who won the war because, like I said, a lot of people will say the British, a lot of people will say Americans, and literally would have a fight on their hands, a debate on their hands.
I think
You
it's a
know,
team effort, really.
I mean, if you're fighting to save, I mean, it's a world war. So all the country, I mean, I think all the countries that are like who are friends with other countries should join in. You know, obviously, if you don't want to join in, that's fair enough. But if your country's under attack, you want, and you know, all the countries and world and then the countries and cities that were attacked, you know, they should all join in. Like they're about the British and the French teamed up at some point. You know, it's like okay, maybe they did, but I don't remember hearing that in history.
No,
I don't
no,
remember.
we
I don't
never heard
remember.
about French.
I remember French. I remember French. Or the French, should I say, surrendering to Germans, and they put the flags out, but they didn't. I don't remember them fight. I mean, I know they probably did fight back eventually, but I don't remember them fighting back straight away.
Like I said, that's what happened. There were big, I mean, metaphorically, there were a big German war machine, you know, rolling up nations, falling after nations. You know, then obviously it got to here, and we were like, no, we don't. No, we're not gonna fall. We're gonna fight you. And then obviously, hello, ladies and gentlemen, World War Two.
Yeah, then you got Winston Churchill, then signed a nice little bunker when we will fight on the beaches.
Yes.
You know, it's like, well, where's your government? I mean, supposedly, actually was. If supposedly actually would have fought for the army, but because he was too overweight, he couldn't fight for it.
Don't know.
Supposedly, when you're a soldier, you can't be overweight if you're a soldier. Because literally, someone actually was speaking about it. It was a history video that I watched on YouTube, and he was like, you tried to enroll for the army, but you were too fat."
Wow.
So I'm like, well, you've got a point because you probably need a target.
Yeah, true.
You know, but he decided to just give like message like speeches instead, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, well, whatever. Then I mean, if you're getting take that as a win-win, if you don't want to, if you want to help your country defend the country, but you want to do it in your own way because you can't fight because you're too fat, then fair enough. Do it the way you want to do it. Probably away from a lot of gunshots, but at least you're not getting covered in blood.
True. True.
At least not at risk of getting killed by a bullet if it bounces off ricochets and goes into someone.
It happens. It happens.
You know, I mean, I've been watching a lot of conspiracy videos lately, not by choice,
Yeah.
but they're just popping up, and they're saying Charlie Kirk as well that he's not really dead. Supposedly he's alive. Now, maybe his wife's a good actor if he's not dead. Maybe his wife's a good actor. But
He's
they're
dead.
saying exactly. I know he is. But they're saying she signed his company over to somebody else. And supposedly there's rumors going around that she's in bed with him. And she's gonna make him the next man of her life, which fair enough. If you know, everyone deserves a bit of love and companionship at time to time,
Yeah.
you know. But don't sugarcoat it. My husband was a great man. Maybe he was a great man. I've seen some funny videos of Charlie Kirk.
So have
You
I.
know,
So have I on TikTok.
I've seen some funny videos by him, and you know, it was some videos of him is a quite funny, but it's just like he's a great man, you know. Behind the scenes, you're knocking some other guy off. It's like you maybe need the companionship, but don't be. But she's made someone like owner of a company, like put his name on the ownership of a company. It's like, why would you do shit like that? Why would you? I mean, fair enough. Maybe his next CEO, next person to run it, but there's not. I don't know. A lot of people are conspiracy. Yeah, she's in bed with him now. She wants a strong, rich man to keep the. Yeah, maybe want the business going. Maybe want to keep the business going while you still can. But don't be in bed with next person who's taking control of it, or because you're feeling lonely. Yeah, you're feeling lonely. I felt lonely, but maybe you felt lonely. You don't go and sleep with someone just because you're feeling lonely.
No, you don't.
It's time to you have that time to. She's got kids, so she can look after her kids when kids have gotten a bit older and they can look after themselves. Maybe go and find someone else then.
Mm-hmm.
You can't force someone to be in love with you. It comes when it's ready.
It could naturally.
If you find like that said, there's always someone out there for you. But it doesn't. But you don't force it. It happens. It happens. If you come across that person and you get married, engaged, whatever, happens. So just imagine that though. Oh, my husband had this company. You can be in charge, but because I'm his company, I was part of his property. You get me now. I never do it. I could never do it.
Nah, man, couldn't.
I can never look at. I can never look at my mate's missus and just go, yeah, it'd want you to be looked after. It'd want you to find love.
Yeah.
I could never do it. I'm like, no, you my mate, you know, rest in peace and everything. You know, I ain't touching what was once his.
No, no, it's just not right. It's not. It's
You know, because you know, because he could look. It's like mates respect each other, but there's certain boundaries you don't cross.
oh,
You might
definitely,
need you might maybe crossing a boundary.
definitely.
You know, it's like a lot of people say, "Yeah, I'll look after your wife or I'll look after your girlfriend when you're gone." I know what that means. You're going to be in
Yeah,
bed with her, and
exactly.
if she's feeling vulnerable and thinks that you're there for her, it's just another body count added.
Yeah, just another
And
notch
then
under
she,
the
and then
clock.
you're gonna probably regret. You're gonna probably regret it. She's gonna probably regret it, and then it's just that's it. It's already been done then.
Nah, he's not going to regret it. Obviously, of course he ain't.
Exactly.
If he's
But she'll
crossed that
regret
line,
it.
he's not. He's not going to regret it. Yeah, she'll regret it, but he won't.
Well, some men actually do regret it. Some men are actually that. I mean, when the Bonnie Blue thing was happening, some men actually come forward and went, "Yeah, I regret doing that because it wasn't as it was good at the time, but it wasn't what I thought it'd be."
Yeah, man. No.
So, but maybe he would have maybe he would regret it. But if a man sits there going, yeah, your partner want me to look after you, yeah, yeah, I'll see you right, yeah, I'll look after you, all right, get
Yeah,
them clothes off.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
his last wish was to get your clothes off and you know, do you know? It's like I couldn't sit there and take advantage like that.
Nah.
I'd hate to. I mean, I don't know if he would see this from thing, but that phrase when they say, "Oh, be turning his grave," I'd be kicking fuck out the grave, trying it out. I'm like, what have you done? No, I said look after, not replace me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I tell you, trust me, I've seen. Look, I mean, that film with Tom Maguire and I forgot his name now. Is it Jake Gyllenhaal or something? And the woman out of Star Wars who plays as Padme in that, she's in it. Tom Maguire it's an army film, and he goes to fight in a war,
Okay.
and he gets kidnapped, and him and his friend have been kidnapped by these some kind of like terrorist group or whatever
Mm.
it is, and everyone thinks he's dead. So his daughter believes he's dead, and them two share him, Jake Gyllenhaal, and the woman who plays as Padme in Star Wars. I don't know her real name. That's what I'm calling her the Star Wars name. Them two kiss in the film, and they have a bit of a. I don't know if they like have anything else, but
Mm.
I know they kiss. And when he finds out he's alive, he's got a lot of depression, and he's dealing with obviously like the depression that you get.
Yeah.
And he sat there. And it's like, oh, did you have sexual contact with each other? And he's like, no, of course not. He's like, I'd understand if you did. You thought I were dead. You know, I'd understand anyone. And I think they admit on the film that they shared a kiss, but it went nothing more than that.
Mm.
And something happens with having a family dinner, and the daughter says, why couldn't you stay dead? Uncle, whatever his name is, and mommy were better off without you. They had sex while you weren't here, blah, blah, blah. And that throws him off the edge and he starts smashing the house up. He's like, you know what I did? You know, these fucking hands, you know what I did for you? And smash the house up. He gets a gun out of his out. Coppers are there in America. They have the guns on them, don't they? You
Mm.
know, because he's like, oh, you're gonna shoot me? Come and shoot me! And all this lot. He gets arrested in the film. I'm like, wow. Like, I've watched you as Spider Man, and I've seen you in a different light now. I see you as Spider Man, and now I see you as someone who just lost every sense of goodness in your body. And
Yeah.
that is a good film. If you haven't seen it, type in Tom. I can't remember what film, I don't even know what film it's called. I saw it on live TV once, and I've literally, if I find the name of it, or if you guys watching this know the name of it,
Yeah, let
leave
me
in
know
the
in
comments.
comments.
It's a brilliant film. It is a brilliant film. It's a
Fair
brilliant
enough.
film, but that's all I've got. That's all I've got to talk about today. That's all the topics I've got. I've crossed all the topics. Unfortunately, you haven't crossed any topics yourself, but
Couldn't find out.
you've had an easy episode just sitting there going.
Yeah.
Maybe next episode I'll sit there and just go.
Yeah. Yeah, next episode I'll come up with loads of topics and you can just sit there like that.
That's like, so okay, what's your input? Wait, what? Something about Green Party electing zebras. Yeah, brilliant.
Fucking don't even get me started on them, man. Trust me. Don't
Oh, it's
literally the fucking or stupid the ideas they're coming up with is absolutely ridiculous.
I mean that is one thing that you did tell me though, that if you're having a bit for people having babies, they want to try and get rid of the pain relief.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Apparently,
sorry, but if you want to get rid of the pain relief for a woman, I hope that let them give you that thing where you can feel all the baby
yeah,
pains and let your belly come out to you, and then let's see you push that through your little tiny pee hole, because I can guarantee you'd want a C-section.
exactly, man. It's daft though. Literally, I thought that no one could get worse than Keir Starmer, but when I just listened to the Green Party, I'm just like, literally, I never thought I'd said this. I'd rather have fucking Keir Starmer than the Green Party.
Every little brain cell you had dies when you watch the Green Party.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I'm gonna have a great day today. And Green Party comes up, what's up with you? I wish I were dead.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. It's like that. We're gonna have a great day, sir. Can I talk to you a minute about the Green Party? Yes, we want to legalize drugs and prostitution. But what? Yeah, and we also want to knock the speed limit on motorways down from whatever it is. Don't know. Don't drive. Don't care. Down to 55. I'm going back to bed. I need to wake up again. Am I in some kind of fucking dream? Tell
Like,
you, man.
so they come up to you. Oh, sir, before you go, have you got a girlfriend in sense? No, I haven't. Why? Oh, that's good then. 'Cause if you get a girl pregnant, we're getting rid of all the pain relief. What about for men? Well, we might get rid of that as well for certain men if it's certain under certain circumstances. I'm going back to bed and I'm forgetting today ever happened.
I'm just gonna
I
skip
need a
over this.
redo. I need a skip button to skip this.
There's out there. So will you vote for us? I need a fucking drink. I need a fucking drink after I've just heard that crap. Get me fucking back to sleep. You know, you fucking get you in your bedroom. What the fuck have I listened to? What the fuck have I just listened to? What the fuck have I just listened to? Seriously, man.
And get me. You get me coming on. You want to go on GTA? No, why? I'm living in GTA and I don't want to legalize prostitution on GTA. It's all legal on there.
They probably do, man. It's so out, mate.
It is. They're playing. They want to try and make. I mean, some people want to try and make countries like other countries. Then some people want to try and make a life like a game.
Yeah. I mean,
I've never heard anything so stupid in my life. Oh, let's legalize prostitution and drugs. Right. Okay. Last thing I know that you brung out, drug wise, was cannabis oil.
yeah, exactly.
All right. I don't, and so I've seen people still walking around, fucking spliffs in mouth, walking street, spliffing gob. Cannabis oil didn't do shit for anybody. People
No.
sit there, oh, cannabis oil's come out. What, it's legal? Oh, I can actually go to the shop and get some cannabis oil now. Yeah, but you can only get it though if it's prescribed to you by a doctor and it's for medical like medicine reasons only,
Yeah.
like to wean you off of it or give you some kind of pain relief.
Yeah, yeah.
Now people sit there and go, I've got a big joint here like that big, and the bottle's that big. No, worry, I'll stick with the bigger one.
It's just stuff, man. I mean, what are they going to
I
say
mean,
next?
one thing I will mention, and I was ending it after
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
but this
okay.
is the bit. Right. I was following the news about Greg's the other day.
Okay.
They've made a chicken sausage roll. Just let that sink in for a minute. A chicken sausage roll. I didn't stutter.
How?
There's no confusion on my end. The signal's clear.
What?
I said chicken
The
sausage roll.
what? What? How?
And everyone hates it.
What? I mean, this is boom. I've just remembered a topic. They're banning fish and chips in schools.
Yeah, I know they are. And I know that I've heard about that. Yeah, because it's offensive to the people to the religions that can't eat fish and chips. I'm sorry, but if I go to a seaside resort and I see fish and chips, or I see fish and chips out there, and they go, "That's offensive," I'll just go,
Don't eat it then. That's it.
"Exactly." Like some religions don't have ham, they don't have beef, they don't eat chicken. Religion don't eat some kind of meat.
Yeah.
I know. What you got against potatoes then? Because that's just tasty chips.
It's just this country, not just the country, the world is so woke. They're trying to please everyone. You can't please everyone. It's impossible. I mean, I mean,
I remember someone when I went on holiday once. There was a homeless woman, and she was begging for money. And this guy got a big foot long Subway, and he's eating it in front of her, going,
I reckon
eating
she's
in front of her.
fucking at him.
Right. Thing is, though, she was a scammer. She had her left leg out 1 minute, and then when I was coming out of the hotel room with my mum and dad when I was young, the next night, she got her right leg out. And my
Okay, what's
mum
trying to go?
went back to the room because she went, "Oh, I forgot to bring extra money out with us because we were going for a meal and a drink, and we didn't have enough money to get some drinks." So, "Oh, I've left extra money in the room. Let me go back for it." My mum literally saw the woman swapping her leg over, and then she's going, "Oh, please, please, give me." She went, "No, no, no. I've just seen you swap your leg over." Since that day, she didn't come back after rest of the holiday.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't get. There is general people out there on the streets that are homeless for number of reasons, but there's
Exactly. Yeah.
also people out there that are not homeless that are taking money off the homeless people that actually need it. And that's why literally it pisses me off. I would give money to any homeless person.
Oh yeah.
But I want to make sure that they
Literally,
are truly homeless.
I've said to one homeless person right once, and this is I went to Tesco once, and I was just picking some stuff up, some just general stuff,
Yeah.
and this bloke outside, "Mate, have you got any spare change, mate?" And I went, and me being honest, I went, and I weren't being offensive, so people in comments going,
Well, they won't.
yeah, they probably will. That's what delete buttons are for. I actually said to her, "When are you sure you're homeless? Because you don't. In my to be not disrespectful, but you don't look homeless enough." And he went, "I am homeless. I've just recently become homeless." I went, "Right, that's all I need to know then." Because some homeless people, you can tell,
Mm.
And I went, "Do you want money, or would you like to go and get something to eat?" He went, "I'm hungry." I got him a sandwich from Tesco's, and he couldn't be any more thankful. I'd gave him a new lease on life. I went, "Right, here's a sandwich. I know it's not a lot. I know you might want the money, but here's a sandwich. I'd rather buy you the food than give you the money because you could be on drugs for all I know." And I know some people on TikTok I've seen videos where a woman goes around and a man gives food and a hot drink to homeless people, and they'll go, "Don't want that. I asked for money, not food." Yeah, because you want drugs, pal.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd
Exactly.
rather at least I gave him a sandwich and he couldn't be any thankful. He was like, "Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mike." Instead of asking for change, ask for food. Yeah, you might get people look at you and go, "Tramp, get a job." You might get people like that. But honest people and generous people will get you food. Instead of going, "I want some spare change," they'll think, "Yeah, you want the money for drugs, don't you?" But if you want
Mm.
food, last time I checked, you couldn't get high on food. You couldn't get high on eating a sandwich. Your taste buds might get high because it's maybe a nice tasting sandwich, but you're not going to get high off it in like the drug way. So I'm just thinking. So I went in future, ask for food, and I literally have not seen that homeless man yet because there's literally a few of them sitting around the same shop, and they must take it in turns.
Probably, yeah, they do. One thing
And
I
if I see
will.
him again, I'll be like, "Have you asked for some food lately?" And I'll ask how he is. But some of them, homeless people are just plain scammers.
Definitely. I'll say this
I
one
mean,
thing.
go on, you say yours, and I'll tell you this one thing
This
that's
one,
quite funny.
right? I can't remember the actual supermarket, but there was one supermarket in Sheffield. The day before the food went off, they'd give it to homeless people. So I just say like it went off on the, I don't know, 25th. On the 24th, they would go out, or on the 23rd as well. They'd go out giving food and go, we can't sell this. It goes out a day tomorrow or 2 days from now. Do you want this? And they gave it to homeless people that were around their shops, and they fed the homeless people until health and
Yeah,
safety went, you can't do that, it's not right. Right? Because you're
to be honest,
giving, you give
to
them
be
out of their
honest,
food.
if you can't sell anything, I mean, I've done retail at college, and I'm sure
Okay.
you will. I'm sure everyone's done retail at some point. If you haven't, then lucky for you. But if you have like, I've got some crisps
Yeah.
here, right? The date on these are, it says best before the 18th of the 7th, 2026.
Yeah. Yep. See
Right?
that.
If you guys can see that, but that's what it says best before,
Yeah.
right? So if I had a bucket of crisps and they were going to go out of date, what do you get told when you teach in retail? When you learn, also when you're getting taught retail, what do they tell you?
You can't sell out that side of it.
Yeah, right. But when it's nearly getting out of date, you put the fresh stock to the back
Yeah.
and
Fresh.
the old stock to the front, so it'll
Uh,
get sell more.
uh,
If you can't sell it, what's the problem? You give it to a homeless person. Yeah, he hasn't bought it, or you may have bought. But you're thinking though, if you've paid for food and you give it them, you're still making money. But if you're giving the homeless man food because, like I said, it runs out of date tomorrow,
yeah.
and they go can't do it, all right then you'll become homeless and see how long you become starving.
Yeah.
And let's
Exactly.
just go. We can't give it you. It's health and safety.
Like I said, they couldn't sell it because it went out of date the next day. You know, and obviously, as you know, and as I know, and everyone else know, you can't sell out of date food unless you tell people it's out of date. But they didn't want to sell out of date food and get people ill. So the day before it went out of date, like on the
You give it
24th,
to a homeless person.
yeah, on the
Yeah.
24th of that night, when they shot on the 24th, they go, this, they'd be like, here's a sandwich. It says best before the 25th, so, be careful if you don't eat it tonight. They'd be doing that health and safety that you're getting out of date food. Went, no, we're giving it a day before. Yeah, but that's still wrong. Why is it? You can't sell it in the stores.
If
Give
you,
it to homeless people.
under certain things like meat, you've got to be very careful
Well, obviously, but they were
because
like sandwiches and stuff and crisp.
if you can eat a cold chicken sandwich or a cold steak pasta, and an honest man's got no option to eat it cold because obviously he ain't got a microwave with him
Yeah.
or an oven, right? Obviously, but if he can't warm that up, but you said you can still eat it cold, might have bellyache, but at least he's getting fed. And fair enough, he might not want to have the shits because he ain't got nowhere to go. And I don't think he'd want to. I don't think you'd want to be
No.
trapped in an alleyway with, having the shits.
No, no,
You know,
no.
and like I said, you can't like if you have your own house or your own flat and you have shits 2 o'clock in the morning, you've got a toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a homeless man and every business is shut and you can't use their toilet, find a corner. That's what
Yeah.
they have to do. Find a corner, squat, probably not even have nothing to wipe with. So
Yeah.
that's the most so understandable. They're probably thinking about the man's bellyache. But the thing is, if they've got things that they can't sell, that's not going to give you bellyache if you have it out of date. Because some food are all right to have on the
Yeah,
date.
yeah, yeah,
If you
yeah.
have it, if you have it on the day when it's supposed to go moldy, it doesn't go moldy. The next day it starts going moldy. If you have it on the day, you can still eat some foods that
Mm.
have got today's date on them.
Yes, you can.
The next day they might start going a bit moldy or
Yeah.
start to smell a
Oh,
bit off.
oh, yeah. Tastes
You
funky.
know.
Yeah.
So if you can eat, so if it were me, I'd just give them something that they don't need to heat up.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
I'd say this is, and I won't risk because if I had a steak pasta the other day, gorgeous. Couple hours after I had that, I had bellyache. It was in date. It's because the meat was cold, and some meat, and my body doesn't agree to having cold meat. If I have cold meat, even though you can eat some stuff cold,
Mm.
I end up having a stomachache after it. So I don't eat a steak pasty now unless I've warmed it up. But if you've got no choice to have it cold because you're homeless, man, like you just said,
you're gonna eat it. And
there you go.
uh,
I think, I mean, with all the things that you've just brung up about, obviously, fish and chips and everything, it's a good British tradition having fish and chips.
every Friday
And
every Friday I had a
yeah,
every Friday you finish school chippy. That's what we did,
mm,
But
granddad used to get a big fish and chips. I'd get a fish cake or a risole, and then there'd be a big pile of chips in there. Happy hour straight away. You
exactly,
know, I even used to invite friends around and do stuff. And even though they didn't, even though we weren't sharing the fish and chips, they'd come around and go, "Can I have some? Yeah, but plenty for you to share."
exactly.
Now it's just like corner chips. Yeah, go on. They can have some large chips. It's enough to feed you, and that's it.
Yeah, like that. Cone of chips, yep. Here you go. It's 4 chips. Yeah, that's a cone. How much is that? That's $25. Fuck off. Because it is though. The stuff, mate. Need to say this. We need to wrap up because we've gone way over time. Stuff is getting smaller. Food and stuff like that is getting smaller, but it's getting more expensive.
Exactly. Can't win, can.
No, you can't.
I remember when I was younger, you used to get big dairy milk bars that big,
Oh yes, I remember.
right? And when I went in hospital, I was 16-year-old, and I had my eye operated on. I literally had the big. My mum got me the biggest chocolate bar. It was like, we can't probably see. It was
Yeah,
like this big.
yeah.
It took me literally 3 days to get down it. Because it was literally I'm not going to eat a full big bar to
Oh
myself.
no.
That's one way to get diabetes straight away. You know, but thing is, I had that, and when I had my eye operated on when I was 16-year-old, I had that, and now unless you go to the proper Cadbury shop,
Oh yeah.
you can't find them. You might get them bars in stores, which you do still get them good old pound bars, but now they're like £1, nearly £2 something. Unless you go to a Cadbury shop, which they're quite expensive because it's the proper shop, you will not find a big one of those in a shop anymore unless you go to the proper Cadbury shop.
Exactly.
So I mean, I will admit I've had chocolate before. Everyone's had chocolate before, and I'm eating it, and I'm like, this has just gone in literally 3 bites. This used to last me at least 2 more bites before it had gone. And now you eat it, it's like, right, gone, right, I'm still hungry. I mean, I make a habit now of trying to get the large packets of sweets just because it lasts me longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you get the normal packets of sweets, regular sweets, like, can I have one? Yeah, of course you can. Can I have one? Yeah, of course you can. Can I have one? There you go. Empty. You fucking get one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Exactly. And you're paying something like a
if you
fiver
do get
for it.
one, or if you do get one, you might get one. That's probably it. Can I have another one? Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'd rather get the share bags because if I go to a party or anything, they always have share bags like in one big bowl, so you've got more to choose from.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, man. But yeah, everything you've said about the fish and chips, man, a lot of people aren't gonna deny that. They want fish and chips. Okay, if you don't like it, you don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I don't like gammon. I can't stand gammon.
Oh,
I'm
Cameron's
not gonna sit there and go,
gorgeous.
I don't like gammon. But I'm not gonna sit
Ah.
there and go, I'm not gonna sit there and go, that gammon, don't like it. Why? Get rid of it. Otherwise I'm gonna make it banned. I don't I'm not a big fan of
Ow.
I'm not a big fan of beef. I saw that. I'm not a big fan of beef. I'll eat beef when I want to eat beef, but I'd rather eat chicken and turkey.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat chicken or turkey. I'm not a big fan of beef. Not a big fan. Obviously, can't stand gammon, but I'm not going to sit there and go, "Don't like gammon." Right? Don't eat it then. No, I want you to. I want you to remove it. Why?
Yeah.
Because I don't like it. They just go. If you don't like it,
Tough
get
shit. Don't
beef.
need
If you
it.
don't like beef, get some turkey or
Oh,
chicken. Or if you
oh
don't like the
beef.
meat, go to veggie options. Get a plate of
Exactly.
potatoes. No, don't like potato. Don't like the potatoes because they're too creamy. Can you remove them, please? They'd be like, Get a grip. Shut up. Get out, man. You know, go to a
Exactly.
carvery. Go to a carvery. Point at dishes. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Just go. Pretty, you know, and most people at carvery just go. You don't like the potatoes. You don't like the carrots. You don't like the veg. You don't like the gravy. You don't like the Yorkshire puddings. You don't like the rose puddings. You don't like anything on here because it's offensive to you. Yeah. You see that
It's
lovely wooden door? Go through that wooden door and go and tell someone who gives a rat's ass because
yeah.
this is for everyone, not just for you.
Yep. Exactly.
And we need someone. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, fair enough. Not many people like fish and chips. But if I owned a fish and chip shop, or if I worked a fish and chip shop as well, I mean, right, answer this question while we're on the topic. What people have said they don't like fish and chips? What religion were they?
I can't remember, but
Were they Indian, Muslims?
I don't know. I
What were they?
can't remember.
Because there's a chip shop at the top of, yeah. There's one at the bottom of my road and there's one at the top of my road.
Yeah.
And it is owned by an Indian family. And lots of Indian kids go into this school because obviously when I'm going to the chip shop, it's near Parkwood School.
Yeah.
So if you know where Parkwood School is, you'll see there's an Indian family own that chip shop. And the only reason I know that is because when I've walked past before and I've gone in, I've spoke to them.
Mm.
And I've said, can I have chips, corner chips, fish and chips, whatever. And they're Indian. You know, they are literally Indian, right?
Mm.
So you go there. So if certain religions don't want that, right? And I'm not going to be racist, but if Muslim people want it or Indian people don't want it, why is it then when every time I go to that I can't speak, fish and chip shop, if I go there say today and get myself a corner of chips because I want to get a corner of chips for myself, how come I go in there and there's like literally girls and boys in there? Well, I'll use girls as an example. Girls with the things on, you know, the little
Hijab.
yeah, right. Literally got them on, got the little things on that they have to wear, and there's lads in there that don't speak a word of English, and they'll go like that, and they'll go point to whatever they want, they'll say whatever they want, and they'll go, right, you want, yeah, okay, you want that. And not many English people go in that chip shop because it's near a school. And obviously, Parkwood School, yeah, there's some English kids there. When I've walked past it a few times, if I'm going to do an afternoon shift or if I'm coming home, I'll sometimes see the school kids passing. But they're always in that chipper.
Yeah.
They're always in that chipper. And it's like, okay, maybe Muslims or Indians don't want the chip shop being there. So what are you gonna do if someone in your religion is running a chip shop? Then what? It's a never winning. It's a losing battle. They won't get rid of it. If I'm not being racist, but if an Indian or a Muslim person went, we're getting rid of every chip and fish and chip shop in the UK, I'd just go,
I'd cry.
right, come with me, you. I'd go, look who owns that chip shop over there. They'd go, yeah, he's Indian. Right, what religion are you? If he was Indian, I'd go, yeah, it's the same religion as you. So go and tell him that. Oh no, you won't, will you? But you'll go and tell an English white man that you can't sell it, won't you? There you go. I bet you they'd be like, well, we're only shutting down the UK ones. Well, he's got a UK passport. He's got paperwork to say it's a UK business. Go on then. And they go, no, because he's the same religion as us. Well then, get fucked.
And that's
You
being
know,
a
and
political forecast.
it really roused me thinking, oh, because I'm a different religion, we're shutting down chip shops. All right, then your uncle owns a chip shop. What are you going to tell him to do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I am.
You know,
It's
some people say that to you. You know, oh, I mean, I'm not going to be racist, but I have a lot of people recently say, oh, we should start changing our skin colours and looking like them. Oh, I bet they'd have arrangement to say if we did that.
hang on. No. 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 Let me rewind. They want us to, without being saying the wrong thing, black up. In other words.
Oh, skin colour, in other words. Change your skin colour to look like them, in other words.
That is the biggest sign of racism going.
Exactly.
If you change your skin color, that's the biggest sign of racism going. No matter what skin color you are, you paint your skin a different color to try and act like someone else. That is racism. How?
There we go.
Oh my
A
god.
lot of people have said, and I can't name them because I've only, but I remember once picking my son up from school,
Yeah.
right? And I picked my son up from school a couple of times a week because he's obviously go to my grandparents take it in
Yeah.
turns as well, right? So I picked him up on Friday. And I picked him up, and they were going, and this woman were in there, and she was an English woman, and all these little other kids were getting sent home, like sent out first.
Yeah.
And they were saying like, I don't know, I can't remember what names they were because I don't want to sound racist because I can't pronounce any of their names. But they were saying non-English names at first,
Yeah.
and all these non-English kids were coming out, and they were going to the families and hugging the kids and everything. And then as soon as every single non-English kid or non-English named kid was sent out of that school, they went, right, we're gonna start calling all the English kids out now. Excuse, what did you just say? Excuse me. And then they'll go, Lisa, Jade, Harry,
Mm.
bleeding whatever your name is. You know, I'm like, hang on a minute. And this woman actually said, this woman literally looked at me, and I pulled the face like to say, yeah, I know. And she went, and then she literally just went, teachers went, I think it's disgusting what you've just done. And this is what the woman said. And I went, and she went, one teacher's like, what do you mean? She goes, you just got all them kids there that don't speak a word of English. Maybe they speak a little bit of it, but you've got all these non-English kids out, and then you think it's acceptable to go, right, all the English kids can come out now. She went, I'm not sending my kids to school ever again. I ain't seen her since then. She even turned around and went, oh, if I change my skin colour though, you'd love that, wouldn't you? I bet my son would get first dibs to get his school dinners as well, wouldn't he? And I was like,
I'm going to
what the
look
fuck is that?
away. Thing is, though,
Get my child, move.
yeah.
Just walk away.
I mean, why did they have to let them out at different times? Just let them
I
out, you
don't know.
know.
Teachers have responsibility to look at parents and go, right, your parents there, you can go. Your mum's there, you can go.
Yeah.
Your nan's there, okay, you can go. Your parent or guardian has to be there to pick you up if you're in a certain year, which obviously my mum picks me up, your mum's probably picked you up, but you got to a certain age, you can walk on by yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Always been that. Even when I was old enough to walk home, if my mum were passing it car, she'd go, I'd have my phone on me, or or she'd probably wait for it to come outside school, and she'd go, I'll give you a lift home. I'm passing, maybe we'll give you a
I
lift.
know, sometimes I did actually see that. I was like, do you want to hang out? You're
Yeah,
like, oh no, mom's picking me up. Like, alright, see you later then. Yeah.
exactly. So sometimes I'd get a lift home. I'm not going to turn down a free lift.
Oh,
So
no.
obviously no one would. Instead of paying for taxi fare and bus fare, if you got the choice to get a free lift home.
Mm.
So obviously, so I did that. So, but yeah, like you just said, kids, yeah, sorry, teachers have a responsibility. If they see your mum or your dad, auntie, nana, granddad, uncle, whatever, brother, whatever, if they're at a right age to pick you up, or they see your parent or guardian, go
Mm-hmm.
right. But it's funny. It's like they'll look at you and they'll just go, right, I know who your kid is, but I'm not going to shout your kid out first. Right. And then they'll shout someone else's kid out and they'll just go, and they'll shout all the people out and they'll just go, so what's your son's name? You know my son's name. You've looked at me 5 times. I'm like, don't make me have to say something I'll regret. And then that's it. They walk out. Then they'll go, right, okay, your dad's there. And then it's like, I walk off. Literally, people probably put, oh, they have to abide by the rules because it's school. No, they don't. They have to abide by certain rules. Fair enough. If they can't eat certain things at dinner, fair enough. But what's the rule about shouting your kid out? I could literally be the first parent outside that school, and they'll just go, "Oh, there's no parents here yet." Oh, yeah, I know your dad's not here yet. And I'm like, "Where's my son at then? Where's my kid at?" Your parents are late picking your kids up. I'm like, "Hello, I can see my child there. Can you gonna get him, bring him to me?" "Oh wait, there you go. Your parents over there." And then they'll shout all the other kids. I'm just sat there going, "I have places to be. I've got stuff to do when I get home. Don't make me stand here any more than I have to."
I know.
Then they'll go, "Oh, didn't see you there." You need to go Specsavers then, don't you? Oh, trust me, it grinds my gears. It really does.
Stuff, man.
I mean, I tried to get on a bus the other day, and this person tried pushing in front of me, and she's like, I went, "Excuse me." When there's a line back there, she went, "Oh, you put," I went, "Keep pulling face because wind change, you'll stop like that."
Uh,
And I was literally going out, and I was just thinking, I mean, people, not to sound racist, but some people come to this country and they think they can just do what they want.
true. True.
I mean, I've literally joined this group about. I know you've probably seen me share it on Facebook as well about a punishment for child sex offenders. A lot of people in Ohio, they've changed it. They've got it. I don't know if it starts in July, I think it is. But by July, they want to start gunning these offenders down in a firing squad, put them against the wall and shot.
Fucking yes,
Nothing
please.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I think they should. So they're trying to get it in all countries now. And I have literally joined up and said, "You know what? If it makes the children safer to play,
Fucking do
so
it.
it's one less thing. So it's one less thing on the street to worry about. Lock them up, and they can cry all they want. Did you stop when the victim said no? Well, same goes to you." And some
Exactly.
people, funnily enough, have disagreed with it, or they get
Oh,
let off light. No, they get let off lightly. They're getting let off. No, I'd rather be breathing than being shot and have my family pay for a funeral that I don't want to happen. They're sat there going, "Please don't shoot me." And shoot them. Yeah, but that victim's got to live for that rest of her life now. She's tried killing herself, but she didn't succeed. But now you're letting him get shot. It's to stop any more kids from being harassed by this same paedophile.
I understand where they're coming from, but what would they rather him do? Spend years in prison, then come out and do it again? That is literally it.
I literally left a comment on a post, and I've shared it on Facebook. They went, Do you think? What punishment do you think they should get?" And it had a list of like lethal injection, electric chair, being shot, and all that lot. I just said in
All
the
three.
comments, all of the above. I went, "Better yet, give me the gun and I'll do it for him."
Yeah.
I think any normal parent would want to defend their kid or kids,
Mm.
which no matter how many you've got. I mean, being a dad to a girl, if anyone is a dad to a girl, they are not. They are going to be shitting themselves when they get older. Because the worst thing that a parent will come home and hear to is, "What's that matter, love? Why is your skirt ripped?" And they'll go, "A 40-year-old man or a 50-year-old man or even a young lad has done this to me." The dads would be going out looking for a baseball bat. And you know what the funniest thing is about this as well? If you go, "Right, I'm going to get the police involved," and the police go, "What happened?" And you tell them, "Your daughter, stepdaughter, your daughter, whoever,
Mm.
been raped, right? Sexually assaulted." If you said to the police, "Right, I'm going to take this into my own hands," they'll look for them. They'll make it their mission to know 'em. But if you say, "Oh, I hope you find them," yeah, we'll find them. We'll find them when we can be bothered to look. But if they come across our path, we'll get them. But if you said to a copper, "Oh, I'm going to take it into my own hands. If I find him first, you will locking me in handcuffs," they'll go, "No, it's no need for that, sir. We'll look for him right away." And the only reason I know that is because I watched a video on TikTok the other day about Bronson. They're trying to get Bronson free,
Yeah, I've seen
and he
that.
hasn't killed and he hasn't killed no one or done anything to anyone. He's only just picked fights in prison, and he's been causing trouble in prison. Not killed anyone. but he's just causing fights in prison. And this woman even said she's an ex-police officer, and she went so, and she was giving all these tips out to people. Why would they'll lock these sex offenders up for maybe a couple of months time, and then as soon as it's gone, but that's it. They'll let him out again. But then you've got Bronson, old man, won't hurt a fly now because he's too old to be doing all that shit, and they'll just go, yeah, we've got power over you, Bronson.
That's what it is.
It is what it is, and it is the most stupidest fucking thing I've ever read in my life. It's like back in the good old days, like you said ages ago, they used to have what do you call it, gang squad, didn't they? Go around looking for criminals and that lot. If you come across them, if they had a fractured skull at the end of it, so be it. But now it's like, oh no, human rights. Human rights. All right then. Human rights. Don't start to you. I mean, I love watching those videos, right, on TikTok and Facebook where they find these paedophiles.
Yeah.
And they're ripping from like something gone wrong.
Oh yeah.
They're ripping from like something gone mental. And I sit there and I laugh my head off. It's like blow into this,
It comes
and
up
you'll see it. Yeah, it comes up nonce, and they'll go blow into it again. It might be wrong, and then it's a walkie-talkie, and
Yeah.
it goes 100% paedophile. There
Yeah.
you go. You ain't going nowhere, sunshine. Sit down. You know what? I would love to join one of those groups and just hunt them down. I would love to join one of those groups and just hunt them down because they'll get paid for it. Get paid for it
I
because
couldn't.
they have to spend. What do you mean you couldn't?
I couldn't join one of them. If we went to get someone arrested and he sexually assaulted someone and we just got to stand there, we've got to protect him, protect ourselves. Ooh, what's that over there? Why is he bleeding? Don't know, must have fell. I couldn't control. I couldn't. Seriously though, man, I couldn't. How?
That's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying.
How they just stay there?
Yeah, I'm saying I would join them because I'd know that I'd join the fact that they're getting rid of paedophiles off the street. That'd be the solely goal. But one of them, I don't know which one it is because I follow a few, but there's one, and he literally got into this bloke had done. So I can't remember what he'd done now. I think he was talking to him or he was sending pictures of himself to him. But this bloke got in his face. He went, if that was my daughter. He went, because he said that because he said to the guy, but I've got a daughter, and guy's like. We've got his face away because he's rating his face like that. He goes, if I had a daughter, I'd have knocked you up and down this path, and none of these would have stopped me. He goes, but because we've got an obligation with a certain law to protect you, and we've got to let the police deal with you. I mean, I'd let them have full. Then I'm like, you know what? He's touched a kid up, has he? Yeah, right. He's touched a kid up, right? If before coppers get here, get a few kicks and a few punches in.
But they can't.
But don't leave no marks. But don't leave no scars and marks on him.
Daft.
Don't aim for
Absolutely
face. Aim for stomach so he has no marks on his face. I'd let them go to town and be like, don't leave no marks on him, but do what you want to him before police get here. They'll be here in 5 minutes. Go now.
Yeah.
Aim for this bit that's covered up so there's no evidence of your itching face and that lot. And then I'd go right, coppers are real, I'd shift your son. And then they'd be like, no, we haven't touched him. That's what I'd love them to do. But I know they can't because they're filming it, they're live streaming it, and then they record it.
That's why they do it. So, but I'm just saying, I couldn't, this guy rapes, kids. You just think, you've just got to stand there. Yeah, you can, like, mentally abuse him. But when it comes to, you can't physically.
I would mentally abuse them. If I couldn't physically touch them, and threaten them to stop doing things to kids and that lot, I would literally just say to him, you know what, I went, it's a good job, and let's hope that you get protected in prison. If someone finds out you've been with kids,
you're fucked, man.
God help you.
Yeah.
Your arse will be open like the fucking Niagara Falls, man. I'm telling you. Your arse will be like the same size as the toilet, as the hole in the toilet.
Definitely.
And they will do to you what you were gonna do to them.
Oh yeah, they will. They do in prison.
I mean, you walk past every time you walk past the fan, it'll go. Telling you, I can't stand them. Literally, I mean, Leo, you can clarify this. If I see anything, a punishment, what should happen to certain criminals, don't I share it instantly? You'll go on Facebook. Oh, Kieron shared that, yeah, and you'll agree with me, and you'll probably even like it yourself. So, I'd love to join them though, because I'd mentally torture them.
Yeah, definitely.
And then one of them made me laugh though, but it was a Royal Mail guy did it. He went, "I'm shitting myself, but can we do it another time?" I was like, "No, you have to shit yourself in your shorts because we can't let you get escape us now. We've found you." A Royal Mail guy who was
Royal.
back Royal Mail English, not an immigrant, not an illegal one at either. He was a proper Englishman, and he was talking, and he got proof that he was from this country, and he was Britain as they come. You listen to him, you don't have to look at details or his ID. You could look at him and just go, "Yeah, we can tell you're English." And he's like, "I'm shitting myself. I've got to go." "No, we've got to keep you here. If you shit yourself, you shit yourself."
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
I only thought. No, go on. I'll let you carry on.
Thing is, though, mate, one thing that's really annoying me: the police don't want them doing it. Why
Exactly.
not? What, yeah, okay. Yes, it has been known that once or twice they have got the wrong person. It is known they have got the
Yeah.
wrong person. They do apologize, and they take the video down if it's the wrong person, which fair enough, understandable they do. But when they get the right person, where these monsters are going, "I didn't know what I was doing," or what? So what? You blacked out every time you went to text this girl. Hang on a minute. Why are you texting underage girls? Hang on a minute. If you are not knowing what you're doing, why did you try and add her on Facebook or send pictures of your bits? What? All that time you didn't know what you were doing? No. It's a case of you're gonna go to prison. There's a chance you ain't gonna come out. Or you are, but you're gonna be in a body bag. Because seriously, in prison, there's certain stuff right. Obviously, people will disagree. There's certain stuff you go to prison for. You're probably not gonna be touched, like burglary, robbery. Armed
Yeah.
assault, stuff like
GBH.
yeah,
Yeah.
GBH. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you go, what you in for? Murdered 4 people. What you in for? I touched a kid. Bye. You ain't gonna live to see a couple. You ain't gonna live to see next day, mate. I
I
mean,
mean, people might go to prison and say, "Oh," and lie about the crime, but eventually, the longer you're in there, the more people are gonna, see what you've done because
apparently
there's
wardens
TVs in
don't.
prison.
Apparently wardens say, "No way, mate. Touch the kid coming in." Fucking hell, mate. And the thing is, though, they have to put them in different cells. They can't put them in. I'd put it in with a murderer. I'd put them in
I
with a
would.
murderer. As someone who's got life in prison for murder, I'd be like, "Do you want to sell, mate?" "Why? What's he done? Touched kids?" "Yes." "Right, you got a new mate." That's it. If we hear screaming tonight, we'll just act like he's just having a nightmare. He'll come tomorrow, all cut, hanging from the bunk bed. Fair enough.
I mean,
Did you kill
I
him?
mean,
Yeah, got life. What are you gonna do?
exactly. I mean, they should. To be honest, they should literally give some punishment to criminals that are just gonna, well, like I said, just who do that to kids.
Yeah, they should
Because
do.
that poor girls having to go home and tell their moms, their dads, their grandparents, whoever they've living with, that they've been sexually assaulted by a young kid or an older person. You know, 18. I mean, when I saw that article on Facebook of a young girl, 60, I think there were 16-year-olds, or I think it was 16-year-old, or it was 16-year-olds grabbed a 4-year-old, 14-year-old, should I? Not fourth, because it's even worse.
Fucking hell.
But they grabbed over a 14-year-old, and they all took turns on her, and she didn't know what were happening, supposedly, because she was not like mentally. She didn't know what it was. She knew what
Yeah,
sex was, but she didn't know that's what it was.
yeah.
And then that instant when a girl got game park and she's screaming out trying to get people to help her, and they're just like, "Oh no, she's only messing. We're only friends." It's like, no, trust me. I would if I saw anyone, if I was doing the school run, picking my son up, or coming back, or going to a shop anywhere, and there was a older man trying to get a girl or a young girl to do sexual things to him, and I knew that it were a nonce. Put it this way, the police would be phoned, and I'd be sat on him making sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Mm.
And I'd literally punch him. I'd punch him to the point where there'd be no scars, there'd be no marks, but I'd make sure that he's going to sit there like a good little boy and do not move until the authorities are there. And if he goes walks the ball, just go, he was touching her, she was about to do something to him, but I stopped it. So that's it.
Exactly.
Where's my key to City? Come on. Where's my key to City? Come on. You know. But apart from that, without expecting any reward from it though,
Oh yeah.
I would slap. Put it this way, prison a bit. Let's just hope the police get there soon, because I won't. As soon as I start, I won't stop.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, especially for doing certain things like that, I would not stop.
Mm.
You know, if you're a murderer and you burgle some house, I'm not going to get involved with that, because you'll probably kill just to get away.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you do that to a kid, no, doesn't matter if you're a parent or not a parent. Just imagine if you were, or imagine if it was a family member. I mean, you've got cousins. I've got cousins. Imagine your cousin's child being touched like that.
Yeah, I'd fucking kill
You
him.
don't have to. You don't have to be a dad to want to look to, or a parent to want to stop people from doing that to them.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, my cousin, she's got a daughter. You know, she's just started like school. You know, any man touched her, I fucking murdered him. Exactly. You know,
But family, yeah, literally, that's what I'm saying. Family and friends. Oh, if they found him, he won't live.
no, it won't.
There'd be a few people going away in handcuffs, but it's with a smile on the face.
No, exactly.
You know, the number of, I mean, it probably wouldn't, the number of them wouldn't go down, but at least you took one off the street. But other thing is, though, killing them, it just means someone else is going to replace that spot.
True, that's the
You
problem.
know, just replace them, and that'd be it. Or it's like a gang, isn't it? A gang operating that city, in that part of the town. Or they used to own that part, right? No one owns it now, do but all right, well, we'll move in
Yeah,
there.
we'll
Then.
take it then.
Never ends. But eventually, I'm hoping with these Facebook groups that expose them and record them and and they record it until police take them, and then they end the video and say thanks for watching us, thanks for supporting that lot. I just hope that some fucking brain dead moron will sit there and go, oh, I better not do that, because that'll happen to me. Yeah, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna find God. I'm gonna bring Jesus into my life, and then I'm gonna live a normal life. That's what I want them to think. But if you're going to be a brain dead moron who goes, he got caught. That's funny. I don't. I'd love if I had a roommate and someone said that to me, oh, he got caught, but I wouldn't. Even if you had no intentions of doing it, I would slap you. You'd get a glass at your head.
True.
I'd make sure that I'd be like, what did you just say? Oh, I won't get caught. Can I see your history for a minute?
I would if they went.
If you,
I'd never get caught. I'd be like, did you just say you're never gonna get caught? Yeah. I'd be like, pass me that wire. Why? Just pass me that wire. Yeah, it's pretty strong. And that's it.
well, trust me. I want to look at the. I mean, I shared this right on? I think I mentioned this on the other podcast, but I can't really remember. So if I have, you guys might have heard this story, and then we're gonna have to end it because
Yeah.
we are literally all out of time. But I will mention this right. Same topic. So you know the game called Roblox,
Yep.
right? A lot of kids play that,
Is that where people
and a
being
lot
getting
of
abused on that? Where
well,
like being chatted up?
it's similar. It's similar. Well, it's similar, yeah. So a lot of those predators will go on there and they'll
Yeah.
find vulnerable kids and they'll try and find out where they live. It's like, oh, I'm your friend. I want to be your friend and all this lot. And they'll make them be that vulnerable because kids are vulnerable and they don't know any better. They'll go, yeah, my address is blah blah blah. You know, I live next to a park. I'm wearing a whatever skirt. They'll go, oh, thank you. We can be friends now. I'll come and visit you. So then you don't have to be online friends. We can be real life friends. You know, a young bloke spotted this on Roblox. A young, about I'd say like 19, 20-year-old, right? Spotted it happening. and he was obviously, he put a stop to it. He was known as the vigilante of Roblox.
Mm.
He stopped about 19 to 20 cases of this. Don't talk to him. Why? He's older than you, and if he sees you, he wants to meet you. You might think he wants to push you on the swings. Yeah, he wants to push something in you more like, you know. And like, don't talk to him. And they'd get caught. The police would get informed, they'd take the account down. Roblox would like do whatever they need to do to try and keep the customers happy. What did the developers of Roblox do? Like if Rockstar got accused of this,
Oh,
Rockstar would do their best to
oh,
fucking stop it.
they would literally be monitoring every chat. You know,
Yeah,
they do anything to stop it. Yeah.
yeah. What do you think happened on Roblox? The developers of Roblox, the creators who made a fun game where kids could enjoy their childhood and do whatever they wanted to do on that game.
Well, for the way you're going off, I'm just going to take a random guess and say they did fuck all.
They stopped the man from doing it and said, "We don't support vigilantism on our site. If you carry on, your account's getting banned." He went, "No, I'm sticking up for the kids that are vulnerable, and I do not. And if you have got kids, you will know why I'm doing it. You've been warned. Stop doing it. Stop using our platform. Stop abusing our platform for doing whatever you're doing." He went, "No, but right, if we find out one more case comes from your account will be shut down." 2 weeks later, he found another one, reported it. 24 hours, his account was permanently banned. I was like, "Are you fucking for real?"
Yeah, that is mad. What the hell?
I
So
mean,
what?
it's
The
like,
guy, the kids get
it's like,
groomed.
yeah, they would rather have that happen to kids than a upstanding good citizen, report them. And the
Absolutely
best thing is,
ridiculous.
though, the developers have children, but they don't put their kids on that game.
I wonder fucking why.
I wonder why you're not putting your kids on that game, because you know that your kid will be targeted. And then if your kid was to be targeted by that on a game
You
and
can't do a
some
note
fucking,
about it.
yeah, you can't do anything because, oh, wait, you tell other people you can't do that. Disgusting
Ah,
creature. Get your life sorted out. That's
yeah.
why, trust me, if Rockstar done that, they would get to the bottom of it straight
Oh,
away.
they'd sort it out.
Active Call of Duty, they'd sort it
Oh,
straight
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Battlefield, that'd be done. But no, even Minecraft would sort it like that.
Yeah, they would.
But
They would.
fucking Roblox. I mean, I show Speed, that YouTuber. He plays on Roblox.
Yeah.
Right? I've seen him. I've seen videos of him playing on Roblox. Some adults do play Roblox. Now, I don't mind if you're an adult and you want to play a Roblox, but don't play a kid game, talk to kids, and expect to get some action. I am 30-year-old, and you're 30. How old are you? 31, right? If you're gonna want that action, go and find someone who is the same age as you. Don't go looking for little fucking people that haven't had the experience to have their childhood yet, because you're ripping their childhood away from them.
Definitely.
They're going to go home feeling dirty, disgusted, confused, not know what's happened to them, and then years down the line when they go, "Yes, we can confirm that did happen to you," that's going to just bring her close to suicide.
Definitely.
I've seen loads of true films where it's happened to women, and they just feel like killing themselves. I'm like, I wonder why, because that's happened to you, and you don't even know, and you didn't even know until someone pointed it out to you that's what happened to you.
Exactly. Exactly. It's
But
absolutely
anyway,
awful.
we're gonna have to wrap it up
Yep.
because we'll be here all day. So if you guys have enjoyed this, please leave a like, please subscribe. If you want to join our next debate, always free to join. Message me or
Yes.
message Lee, and we will have you on, and we can have a good little, debate. This is the place where we can say what no one else will say.
Yep. Everyone's got an opinion and everyone's welcome.
I mean, me and Lee fall out all the time about debates, and we don't go out. We don't send missiles to each other's houses.
I've run
We
out.
send bricks instead, but that's for another story.
Bricks and Molotov. Like, Kieron, what? Come to your front window. Why? Catch!
Oh, we're 30. Cheers. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we will hopefully catch you in the next one if we don't get cancelled.
Yeah, well, make sure you thumbs up, comment, subscribe, keep viewing, and like Kieron says, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.